demo with it, and we're also at the end of the segment going to hair dryers, which is so amazing. So again, that's on our Instagram, and actually you can still go over there and enter yourself if you go over to b8ta's Instagram, so at b8ta, as well as Zuvi's at Zuvi Global. Follow the guidelines on the post and enter for yourself. All you have to do is you follow b8ta, you follow Zuvi Global, you're gonna like the post, comment your friend in the comments, and hey, if you want a little added bonus, a little added entry, go ahead and share it on your story and make sure you tag b8ta and Zuvi Global. So again, at the end of this segment, around 4:30, I'm gonna be announcing that winner, so make sure you go ahead and enter and check it out. So again, we're gonna be having a good time today, and we are gonna be talking about all things Zuvi. The cordless hair dryer that they have come out with is one of the most innovative devices I have seen. So I'm really excited to go ahead and talk about it with you guys. We'll chit chat about it. I'll bring some guests on. And again, we're going to do a little bit of a demo so you can kind of see firsthand exactly what it does. But before we get into the Zuvi Halo itself, I want to chat a little bit about Zuvi, the company that brings you the Zuvi Halo, because they are doing extraordinary things. So the Zuvi Halo was founded by a man named Ming Yu, who was originally a vice president of research and development at a drone company. And when he left, he brought all of that knowledge and then created the firm Zuvi. And kind of what they focus on is that they are all about kind of bringing products that you use in your day-to-day life and kind of reinventing them. They're reinventing them to make them the most functional and like best using product that you would use, again, in your daily life. And they are really focused on big leaps. They are looking at what devices should be, and then they're taking that and figuring out the most efficient way scientifically to kind of get there. So what they've done, again, with the Zuvi Halo itself kind of shows just that, and we'll get all into the technology and the science behind it in just a little bit. Now, Zuvi's main focus is exploring products, again, that affect the daily life, right? So most people have a hair dryer, and most people, what they don't realize is that the hair dryer hasn't really changed in maybe since the 1880s when it was first invented. Like it's been a while since the technology inside has been redesigned, and that is exactly what Zuvi did, which is what's so innovative behind this device. And when you think about our daily appliances that we use day to day, whether it be the hair dryer or maybe an air purifier or your microwave or anything like that, the ins and outs, the workings of the technology inside haven't really changed that much. So maybe the shape of it or kind of how it looks or that's all changed. But when you come so far, it's really fascinating to see how the inner workings really haven't come that far in its own. So that's why Zuvi is so special, because they are really focusing on taking those products to the next level. And in just a few months, they, after kind of talking about, you know, where they could go, what they wanted to focus on, kind of boiling down problems within these daily devices and kind of figuring out what the fundamental like issues and the principles revolving around those devices were, they decided and they focused on a hair dryer. And that is what brought you the Zuvi Halo cordless hair dryer. Now, the company Zuvi currently employs over 100 employees worldwide, and throughout their team, Zuvi has implemented countless ways to not just introduce new ideas to the market, but also to test them at the highest levels. And that's what's also so amazing about this company, because the Zuvi Halo itself has gone through over 40,000 iterations. So they have really taken the time. It is so apparent that they've taken the time with research and development, and they've put so much effort into making this the best product that it can be. They want to have the best product for its consumers, not only for yourself, but also environmentally, which I think is super important. So they also, we'll go into this a little bit later, but they also have a special technology, some innovative technology behind the Zuvi Halo itself, which is their spatial light modulation technology that is completely unique to Zuvi. So they are really, again, they're changing the game when it comes to hair dryers. They are really flipping everything that we thought we knew about hair dryers up on its head, and they have created this beautiful product that has this fascinating technology behind it in this beautiful, sleek design, if I do say so myself. So now, so with that said, this is the Zuvi Halo Cordless Hair Dryer. And it's beautiful, it's sleek, and they call it the Halo because of this right here. This is the Halo right here. It's also on the image right behind me. That is where it's a game changer. That's where the spatial light modulation technology comes into play. And it really, again, is changing everything we thought we knew about hair dryers. It really is. It's going to completely change the way that you dry your hair. And it really is a game changer. Now, when it comes to hair dryers, again, I talked a little bit before about how it hasn't really changed that much. In some other appliances in centuries or decades, again, the inner workings of it hasn't changed a whole lot. And so that's what's so special about the Zuvi Halo. When you think about a traditional hair dryer, I know for myself that my main concern with my hair is that it's getting dried out, right? You're putting really harsh heat on your hair, and that's damaging. You're going to get breakage. You're going to get that brittleness. You might get some frizziness attached to it. And that's all the things that none of us want. We all want to stray away from that. And so for myself, I stopped using a hair dryer or things that added heat onto my hair. I tend to stray away from those because I was so afraid of the damage that was going to be kind of put on my hair. I was really worried about that. But then what happens when you don't use a hair dryer? Well, for me, my hair gets frizzy. So I kind of was in a lose-lose situation with this. But then with the Zuvi Halo, because of the innovative technology behind it, it changes the way that it dries your hair. So what it does is that they've taken what the technology emulates the sun. So when you think about when you walk outside, and the sun hits your head and it naturally dries your hair, right? And the wind kind of will sweep some of the moisture off as well, and it just naturally dries your head. You don't get that burning sensation. Your scalp doesn't start to heat up or anything like that. It's just that natural effect of it being dried. Well, they have channeled that and put that into this device. So that's where the Halo comes in, and that's where that technology that I was speaking of a moment ago comes into play. It's so unique, you guys. It really is fascinating because they've been able to channel this so then when you dry your hair, you're not zapping that moisture out anymore. You're not frying your hair. You're not completely zapping all moisture out, so you're leaving it brittle and dry and it's going to break. None of that. What it's doing is that it's efficiently vaporizing the moisture on the outside of your hair, but maintaining the integrity of the moisture internally. So you're still going to hold on to that moisture that your hair needs, right? Because your hair, very much a living thing. It needs to be nurtured. It needs to be taken care of. And when you think of a traditional hair dryer, it is just harsh heat, just completely zapping all moisture out. And you're left with dull, brittle hair. But with the Zuvi Halo, what it's doing, again, it's channeling nature is what it's doing, is channeling the sun. You're going to channel the wind with the air, and it's going to naturally dry out your hair in such a healthy way. And what you're going to get from that is you're going to get amazing benefits from it. You're going to improve the strength in your hair. Your hair is going to be shinier. Do you dye your hair? If you dye your hair dye is going to last 2 times as long by using the Zuvi Halo. You are getting all these amazing benefits by using the Zuvi Halo because you're not going to be applying that harsh heat that we're so used to putting on our head with a traditional hair dryer. Now, beyond that, the Zuvi Halo also cuts down on energy. It is 5 times more energy efficient than a traditional heat transfer device. So not only are you saving energy, you're helping save the planet, you're also saving your hair. Your hair health is going to be so much better. Again, your hair is going to be shinier. It's going to have a nice glossy look to it. No more breakage, no more frizz. None of that. I'm telling you, it really is a game changer. And that's why I'm so excited about this product, is because it really is changing the way that you're gonna dry your hair. It's a device that really changes the game with all kind of hair care products. And with that said, I'm gonna go into some of the features of the Zuvi Halo, and we'll chat a little bit more about it, and maybe we can get a little close-up or an overview shot of it, and we'll kind of talk a little bit more about all the ins and outs of it. Now, here is the Halo itself. Look at that beautiful halo right there. So again, that's where all this technology that we were coming from is at. It really is such a beautiful product. Now, with that said, there are also some really cool features along here. I'm gonna turn it over. Actually, before I continue, I just wanna note, it feels so nice in my hands. It's so light, it's easy to, you want something that feels nice in your hands, it's easy to use. It's this sleek, beautiful, minimalistic design. I mean, look at it. It really is quite gorgeous. They really have put a lot of thought into the design in this. And again, as I'm holding it, it feels great. One of the main features that I want to talk about is that it's cordless. There's no cord, you guys. How amazing is that? I mean, having no cord is so convenient. And when it comes to convenience, I'm all about it. I love things that make my life easier. So having no cord attached is really what I love about it so much. But then there are also a couple other cool features on the back that we'll go into, because they have a couple different settings that you can play around with. Now, on the back, one of the coolest features that I really don't see at all in other hair dryers is that there's a child lock. So if you swipe down at the bottom right there, there's a little toggle, it locks it. So you can no longer turn it on. And that's why not only is this product great for the average person, but it's great for children. It's great if you have kids. So you don't have to worry about them getting a hold of it and maybe turning it on themselves or anything like that. You just swipe up that child lock and you're good to go. Now, moving right up, there are 4 dots right above that, And what those represent is that when you turn it on, they will light up, and then it'll show you where the battery life is at. So you just turn it right on and they'll light up and you're good to go. Now, you have 3 different settings when it comes to how you want to utilize your Zuvi Halo. You have fast, soft, and cool. So fast mode is going to have a little bit more power behind the air component that's coming out. Soft, great for children. Again, that's the mode that's perfect for children. And then cool is going to be cool air. So you're not going to have that heat element attached to it at all. So again, it depends on your hair care needs. Like whatever you need, you can switch between these settings, and that's what makes it so versatile for anybody. But again, I love the fact that this is cordless. I love it so much. It gives you that mobility around, maybe you're running around and you need to multitask. I constantly feel like I'm doing multiple things at once, and having to be confined to my bathroom sometimes is just not conducive. Maybe you want to sleep in a little bit or just rest back in bed. Take a shower, grab your Zuvi, pop back into bed, and then dry your hair there. I mean, you can kind of do whatever you want with the Zuvi Halo with it being cordless. So again, such an amazing feature. They have it all right with that. And again, I love it being convenient. Anything that makes my life easier, I'm all for. But beyond that, again, it has the multiple features of the different settings that you can use. So you can play around with it, and whatever your hair needs are, you can kind of play around with those settings. So again, one of the most amazing features about the Zuvi Halo is the Halo itself. And that is where all that technology that we were talking about earlier, that is mind-blowing to me, with the idea that it channels the sun. And with that, it's using inspiration from nature to then dry your hair. So again, a traditional hair dryer, right? Harsh heat. It's just gonna completely dry out your hair. And I know for me that I used to go, when I went to the salon, I'd go in, I'd get my hair done, shampoo, condition, all that kind of stuff. And then I was always a little hesitant. I was always a little nervous when it came to putting heat on my hair because, you know, when you're shampooing your hair and you're adding conditioner back in, maybe you're using hair oils or anything to, you know, or a mask to kind of lock in that moisture. I always feel then afterwards when you're putting harsh heat on your hair, you're kind of undoing that process in a way. It's like I want to retain moisture into my hair to make it strong and healthy and shiny, but then you're putting on harsh heat and it kind of undoes it all. It just zaps all that moisture out, and then I'm left sometimes with breakage or that brittleness or some dullness attached to, you know, to your hair. It might look a little dull. And so I was always worried when I was in the salon about when it came to that. And with the Zuvi, I don't have to worry about it anymore because it completely takes away that element, that worry element that I had about adding that harsh heat onto my hair. It's completely gone. It's completely gone because what they're doing is, again, they're using this technology that channels the sun to make it easier on your hair. So again, what it's doing is when you're using the Zuvi Halo, it's going to efficiently evaporate the moisture on the outer hair, but maintain the integrity of the moisture internally. So your hair is still gonna stay healthy and shiny. It's not gonna break off. It's not gonna have any of that dullness or anything like that that you would normally get with a traditional hair dryer. So they really are changing, again, the game when it comes to hair dryers. Hair dryers have been around for a really long time, but the inner workings of a hair dryer just have not really changed. They haven't come that far. So when you think about how long a hair dryer has been around, it's been around since the 1880s, but the technology behind it hasn't changed that much. It kind of makes you wonder and question kind of what's going on and what exactly you're using on your hair, especially if you take the time and you invest in your hair and you want to make sure. That's when Zuvi kind of thought about what products we use in our day-to-day lives that needed a little bit of an upgrade. And that's when they settled on a hair dryer and when they came up with the Zuvi Halo itself. And again, using that technology of channeling the sun and having the halo, it really changes the way that your hair is going to look, how it's gonna feel. I will say that I have used it before, and when I've used it, it feels different than a traditional hair dryer because I'm so used to having, you know, harsh heat kind of blowing all over. And have you ever, you know, dried your hair and your scalp gets hot and it's actually hot to touch? Not good. That's not good for a hair. That's not good for your scalp at all. And I've experienced that before with a traditional hair dryer. I think we all have. And so with the Zuvi Halo, I didn't experience any of that when I was using it. It was so amazing because it was drying my hair. My hair was damp. I used it, and then afterwards my hair was dry, but it wasn't hot. It never felt hot to the touch. My head and my scalp, the top of my head, all of that was cool. So it didn't have that harsh heating element that we're so used to, but that also I'm afraid of, right? Because I don't want it to be damaging my hair. And the Zuvi Halo, none of that happens with it because of the way that they've designed it. So again, it really is quite an amazing product, the way that they've created it, not only the technology behind it, but this sleek package that they've created with it is just truly, truly amazing. So if any of you are just joining us, welcome. Or if maybe this is the first time that you're hearing of the Zuvi Halo Cordless Hairdryer, welcome in. We're going to be chatting about it, and we're going to be going all into the ins and outs again of the hairdryer, the history of the hairdryer, kind of what it's about, what makes this hairdryer so amazing. We're going to be doing a live demo in a little bit as well, and we're going to be going over all the frequently asked questions and kind of get into more details about the technology behind the Zuvi Halo, what makes it so unique, and what Zuvi, the company, came up with. And again, with the Zuvi Halo Cordless Hairdryer, it really is, it's changing the game when it comes to hair dryers. I have never seen anything like it. It really is, if come into our location. And we're in the Palo Alto Beta Shop studio. If you're in the area, come on in and check it out for yourselves. We have one on the floor. Play around with it. You can see what I'm talking about. It's cordless. You can walk around the store with it. You can do whatever. You can kind of get a hands-on experience with it. Or if you don't live in the area, look up the closest beta store near you and see if they have one in their store for you to go check out. But you can go online to our website, b8ta.com, and all the information is on there as well for you to check out. And if you want to go ahead and purchase one of these for yourselves, you can do that right on the website. Now, speaking of having a Zuvi Halo cordless hairdryer for yourself, we are doing an Instagram giveaway where you can win one of the Zuvi Halo cordless hairdryers for yourself. How amazing is that? You could win one of these. So amazing. So all you have to do is go over to Instagram, go to @b8ta and @Zuvi Global. Go ahead and give both of them a follow. Go ahead and like the post, like the giveaway post on Instagram, and follow the directions on there. All you have to do is you just like the post, comment a friend in the comments, and if you want a bonus entry, share it on your story. Share it on your story and then tag b8ta and tag @Zuvi Global. And then at 4:30, we're going to be giving one of these away. We're going to be announcing the winner at 4:30. So make sure you go to Instagram and you enter for it yourself, because you do not want to miss out on winning one of these. Because again, game changer, you guys. It is a game changer when it comes to all things hair dryers, devices. It's going to completely change your whole routine when it comes to doing your hair. From start to finish, it's going to change the game. So you definitely don't want to miss out on winning one of these. So again, go over to Instagram, check it out. Go over to b8ta.com. You can purchase one for yourself as well. And you can also check out more information about it online there. So again, we're talking about the Zuvi Halo cordless hairdryer. We're having a Zuvi takeover day where we are talking about all things Zuvi. So with the Zuvi Halo hairdryer, kind of one of the most frequently asked questions I get is what makes it so different, right, than a traditional hairdryer? What makes this so different than the hairdryer that I'm used to seeing that I probably already own? Well, again, it really is changing the way that you're going to see your hair and your hair health itself. So you want to make sure that from start to finish, you're taking care of your hair properly. So when you start off with your routine, with your shampoo and your conditioner, you're shampooing, you're clarifying it, and then you're what? With conditioner, you're adding moisture back in, and you want to lock that moisture in. Maybe you add in a hair oil or you do a hair mask as well to kind of lock it in. Well, then your next step should only enhance that, right? You don't want to be undoing all of this work that you were doing before. And so with that said, with the traditional hairdryer, it's applying very harsh heat to your hair. It's going to be hot to the touch. If you've ever gotten that burning sensation on your scalp a little bit, I know I have. I get particularly sensitive around my ears when I'm using like a regular hairdryer. And I have to take breaks. It gets really hot. And if it's getting that hot to touch, my scalp is feeling a little hot and, I have to take breaks, it's not good for your hair. And so with that, you want to transition away from that because you're undoing all the work that you've done previously in your routine, right? You're adding in moisture. The last thing you want to do is just completely take it away by using a hairdryer that's applying harsh heat. So that's where the Zuvi Halo comes in, because again, changing the way that a hairdryer operates. It's completely changed the technology that we're used to. They use amazing, innovative technology to completely change how your hair is gonna be dried. So again, it channels nature, it channels the sun. So you're gonna be getting that, again, you walk outside, you're outside in the sunlight, and if you have damp hair and it's being naturally dried off, right? And you don't feel that burning sensation. You don't feel like it's really hot or anything like that. That's what they've channeled in the Zuvi Halo. So again, say goodbye to dry, brittle hair. Say goodbye to lackluster, to like dull hair or and all of those things. When you switch over and using the Zuvi Halo, you are going to save your hair. Your hair health is going to skyrocket. You are going to have stronger hair, shinier hair. Again, if you dye your hair, it's going to last twice as long. It's so amazing. All the benefits that you are going to get from using the Zuvi Halo, astronomical. I'm telling you, it's changing the game. And again, some of the other features, just besides the hair health, is that it's cordless. I mean, again, it's so amazing, all the features that they've put into this. Being cordless, they've thought of everything. You can take it on the go if you're running around your house. If you have kids and maybe you can't be confined to one spot, you can take it with you. Maybe, you know, there's just not enough room in your bathroom or anything like that. You can kind of take it wherever you need. And that's so amazing. It's the convenience of it all that I love so much. And again, you're going to be saving your hair. Your hair is going to get that, you know, gloss, that shine to it that we all strive for. And also, it's 5 times more energy efficient than a traditional heat transfer device. So saving energy, saving your hair health. It's a win-win on both sides. I'm telling you, it's changing the game when it comes to hairdryers. So definitely check it out. Come into our b8ta store, check it out for yourself, have a little hands-on experience, and also check it out online on b8ta.com. You can check out all this information there as well. And in just a few moments, I'm actually going to be bringing Noelle on, and we're going to be chatting a little bit more about the device as well, and maybe do a little bit of a demo. And we're going to be chatting again more about hair health, kind of what we strive for, and we're going to be going a little bit more in depth into the technology behind it and kind of why this hairdryer changes the game. It's like nothing else you've seen on the market. So why don't I go ahead and I'll grab her, we'll bring her on here, and we'll kind of continue the conversation, and we'll chat all about the Zuvi Halo itself. So we can go ahead and Noelle,
hi.
You're here.
Hello.
Welcome on.
Hi,
Hello.
Guys. It's so good to be with you in the studio.
I love
being with you here.
I know, it's so fun when you're here. It's quite the experience. It's quite the good time.
Yes, it is. And I was going to say, between you and I mean, guys, we have a lot of hair.
Oh my gosh,
like
I
a
know.
lot. Our hair is so long. I know that the Zuvi really is ideal for people with shorter hair.
Yes. It's ideal for people with shorter hair, and it's ideal for children as well.
Yes.
Because it's cordless, run around wherever, and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to your hair, what are some of your main concerns?
Oh my gosh. I feel like I have so many concerns. And honestly, I'm looking at myself in the monitor right now, and I'm trying to like zhuzh because I can tell it's a little all over the place. So I'm excited to kind of put some, styling into this.
Yes.
But gosh, I feel like my biggest concern really is frizz. I have very thick hair. I'm Hispanic. So, my hair can be a little out of control. And especially when I find that actually the more heat I apply, the worse it gets. Because I strip my hair and the cuticle of all that moisture.
Right. And it's hard because, like, for me, for example, I have really fine hair, so it breaks a lot.
Oh, yes.
I have a lot of breakage.
Okay.
And so I'm so concerned when I'm putting harsh heat on, because then all of it's just kind of, it's making it really brittle.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I know that when I don't use any sort of styling device, then it's just out of control.
Right.
So it's like a lose-lose.
You need something.
I need something to help tame it, get it into like some sort of presentable kind of, shape.
Right.
But when I'm using products, when I'm investing in products like hair masks or hair oils or anything like that, and then I'm using a harsh heat back, I feel like I'm just canceling everything out. I'm like undoing it, which is not what we want to do. We want to make sure we're investing properly in our like hair health and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And how many times I've like used a hairdryer and I've just seen it, or I've smelt it.
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. I know.
I'm traumatized now. I'm thinking about the times that I've used a hairdryer and all of a sudden I'm like,
What's that burning?
Did
someone light a fire on my head?
Yeah, right, exactly. What's that burning smell? That can't be, that's never good.
No,
that is not good, you guys.
No. And I have gotten used to, I think, really turning my, old traditional hair dryers up on like the max amount of heat.
Yeah.
Because it is, sometimes nice, I think, to have like that warm sensation. But really, I do find what you were saying about kind of canceling out the products you put in, it's like I have to put more in.
Right.
Because I have to balance out that heat.
Right.
And the fact that really I'm just taking all the moisture out. So it's like I have to put so much into it. And I'm not really a big product girl. I like a lot of products, like skincare products, but I don't do a lot of hair.
I feel like sometimes I'm really into it, and then other times it just, I forget.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, oh no.
I know.
My poor hair.
Well, and we style our hair a lot, right? Because we're here, we're on camera.
Yes.
So we do style our hair a lot, and I feel like over time, I just get a lot of buildup if I have too much product in my hair.
Yeah.
So what I love about the Zuvi is that I don't have to like load up, which is really nice because all of that moisture is retained in your hair, the cuticle, at the root level too. So you get a nice like shine. I was gonna say your hair is like so shiny today.
Am I doing okay today?
I mean, it's shiny most days, but like,
what are you trying to tell me?
It's like a beautiful glossy shine.
Thank you.
And I love that the Zuvi like just keeps everything nice. It's healthy.
It really does. It is healthy.
The shine kind of comes from within. It's not like you have to, fake it with all of these oils, serums.
Right, exactly. It's not like you're getting that shine from an oil you're adding on after or anything like that. It's coming because your hair is getting healthy, and you will see results really soon after using the Zuvi. I mean, you're going to get, your hair is going to be 9% stronger. It's going to be 17% smoother, and I dye my hair. So that's another thing is that like my hair dye with all the processes that I'm going through, because I am using more products. And what I've realized also is because I am using more products to put in moisture, and we were kind of talking about, you mentioned the buildup, which I get as well. I'm then washing my hair more. And so you're creating that cycle way more frequently than maybe you normally would. So then because of that, my hair dye is just like getting washed out and faded so much faster than it should be. And so with the Zuvi, if you do dye your hair like me, it's going to last twice as long.
Amazing.
I love it.
I know. And we all know that going to the salon, it's a great experience, but it can definitely be very expensive.
Yes.
So it's nice to find, products and especially tools like the Zuvi that help keep your color intact.
Exactly.
They extend the life of your styles, of your color.
Right, exactly.
So
it's just
good.
like an all over, it's like, you're going to be getting healthy, shiny, beautiful hair. And like, we all want that.
I
all want that.
I know. I seriously. And it's such a nice experience too. Like, do you shower in the morning or at night?
I'm all over the map.
Are you?
I am.
Okay.
I'm one of those people where I'm just like, where? It's happening. But
See, I recently flipped. I used to shower and wash my hair at night.
Okay.
And a lot of times I would just go to bed with it wet.
Guilty.
Yeah. Right.
Been there.
But I recently flipped. I tend to shower more in the morning. And what was so cool about the Zuvi, I find, is that even on cloudy days, especially in the Bay Area, we get a lot of gloom.
Yeah.
It's like I get that little ray of sunshine right in the morning. It wakes me up.
Yes.
I just love to have my coffee and blow dry my hair and walk around the house too.
Yes. It's
so great.
Yeah, not being like having to bog down to one spot, kind of thing. Because it's part of the experience also.
Yeah.
Waking up, moving around, kind of get, and I love to multitask. So I also am just like, this is great.
Yes.
That's why I love it. I'm like, I can do this anywhere. Like, I love that so much.
You can like text, have one hand, texting, and then the other hand drying your hair.
Making some breakfast. And like I talked a little bit earlier why it's good for kids. So it's like also, it's hard to get kids to kind of like stay in one spot a lot of the times and stuff. So being able to take this anywhere is so convenient for families as well.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite features is that it's cordless, obviously being portable, but then it's also like when if maybe you share a bathroom and it gets crowded in there, or someone's taking a little bit longer of all this kind of stuff. It's like now you can take it anywhere with you and you're not tied down to an outlet somewhere.
Yeah.
So again, they really are thinking about how to make our lives easier.
Yes.
And anything that makes my life easier, I'm like, sign me up immediately because I love it.
Oh my gosh, me too. I was thinking too with kids. I remember being a kid, and even still, I mean, there are hair dryers out there that just get too hot. I don't care what you say, it's just too hot.
Yeah.
Even when you hold it a safe distance away, especially when you get to the sensitive parts, like I get really sensitive here at the kind of the base of my neck.
Mine's my
ears.
Oh,
yes.
They will turn bright red.
Right.
Yeah.
And for kids, I mean, they just can't
handle
I mean, that's bad for anybody, but
yeah,
their skin is still, so sensitive and delicate. And so I love that the temperature here on the Zuvi is like in check all the time. You don't have to worry about burning yourself, about burning your kids' hair, their skin, which is really nice.
Yeah, it's so nice because then it's also like with the harsh heat that's being applied, especially for kids, who wants to experience that again, right? It's too much.
I think we've all been. I've had moments in the salon chair where I've gotten my hair blow dried, a blowout, and it's like they just get a little too close, and you're like, ow, ow, ow,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's the worst. And I would rather someone like literally pull my hair with or brush through a tangle and kind of don't come near me with that thing.
Right, than being burning.
Yes.
Literally burning my scalp.
And I seriously, when you said the smell, I can't, because we all know.
We all know what that
it smells like.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yep. It's like burnt hair.
It's not good.
It's not cute. It's not good.
And then what are you supposed to do? You're halfway through.
Right.
And you're smelling this and you're just like, okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I take a break, but then that prolongs the experience.
Yeah.
Or I just continue and think about how I'm burning it's not.
Yeah.
Not a good time by any means.
I know. Truly, the cordless aspect of this too, because I know there are a lot of hair dryers that are starting to launch on the market,
right?
That are claim all of these things. They'll dry your hair in half the time,
right?
But they're not cordless.
No.
And that's where the Zuvi really takes the cake.
They have thought of everything.
Yeah.
When it comes to a hair dryer.
Yeah.
They have thought about how to make it best for your hair.
Mm-hmm.
So they're taking your hair health into account. They're also making it energy efficient.
Yeah.
And then they're also thinking of the design aspect of it. So making it cordless, but not only that, I was going to say, pick it up. Feel it like it is so
it's beautiful.
I was going to say it's such a beautiful, sleek, minimalistic design that they have going on that it looks great anywhere.
Yeah.
I love
and
it.
This is a titanium technology, right?
So
there's these panels in here in the front.
So Zuvi has this technology that's completely unique to them, and it's called Spatial Light Modulation technology. So what it does is that it replicates the brilliance of an early sunrise.
Wow. Okay, that's why I feel like I'm getting that ray of sunshine hitting my face in the morning.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like when you just say that, it just creates such this replicating the brilliance of an early, that sounds beautiful. And I'm like, sign me up for that experience, please. And so what that does is that it produces the same spectrum of heat as the sun, but the heat is concentrated, inside the halo. So it's then filtered through 120 titanium layers of titanium coating for a safe, efficient beam of light. So it's super safe. It's UV safe. It's safe for your eyes. And again, it's that technology that they've put in there with the halo that really takes the hairdryer to the next level.
I was going to ask about safety.
So safe.
Especially with your eyes.
So safe.
Wow.
They have run this through so many different tests.
Wow.
They have really thought of everything. They went through 40,000 different iterations of this.
Oh my.
Before.
Wait, what?
The company, they have gone through so much research and development to make sure that they are bringing you this safe, beautiful, convenient, usable product.
Yeah.
They really have thought of everything. So it's extremely safe. And not only obviously with the halo and being UV safe and stuff, they have a child lock on the back. We were talking about kids.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yes. They have a child lock right on the back here that you can just toggle right on up. And then your kids can't use it. They can't, you know, get a hold of it or anything like that. So again, safety features. They've really thought about all these different things with it. So again, my hair needed all the help it could get. So I love products that are going to elevate my hair care routine, but also like, you know, what I'm doing with shampoo, conditioner, you want to bring it all the way start to finish. You want to be using things from start to finish.
No cutting corners.
Right. And so if you're cutting corners, you're only going to be taking step backwards with that. So by making sure from start to finish you're taking care, by incorporating the Zuvi Halo, you are going to see astronomical changes in your hair, and that's what's so amazing about it.
Do you feel like, I kind of feel like the hairdryer is this thing that sort of gets like passed down. Like my mom has a hairdryer. I think that she bought, I need to upgrade her. Like it's so necessary. She has a hairdryer. I think it's a travel one that she bought, man, it must have been 10 years ago. And I've taken that thing on trips. I mean, I will say this is also super, super portable too. It's super lightweight, which is great. So you could, in theory, take it with you on a trip, which is amazing. But yeah, she has this one that's like, I think it's more so for travel. It's really, honestly, pretty big. We shouldn't be traveling with it, but it is so old,
right?
And it just keeps getting handed down and handed down. And finally, one day I was like, this is gonna catch on fire any second, and I just checked it because I was like, it's not worth it. It's not worth jeopardizing the safety, jeopardizing my hair.
Right.
But really, I don't know why we do that, especially with hair dryers. I feel like they kind of stick around and they're just so bad.
I know.
Yeah.
It's shocking
we
for
just
me.
deal with it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's shocking to me actually because same type of thing. I remember my mom giving me, it had to have been from the 80s.
Yeah.
Because it was like bright yellow and was maybe about like this big, but it like folded in half as well. And it was like a travel one, but it just had one setting and it was just high and that was it. And I was using that for so long. I remember using it as a kid growing up, and then I had it when I moved out and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, wow, I've been using the same hairdryer for like 20 years. Is that normal?
Right. And I think it's because there's really no innovation, right? So like until the Zuvi, I mean, you go out there and maybe you can find something that's a little bit more modern, like it was created, you know, more recently, but it's the style
changes.
Yeah, exactly. The style changes, but it's the same.
The inside, the technology behind the hairdryer has not been changed in, the first hairdryer came out back in the day in 1880.
Oh my gosh.
So since then we've seen, you know, it doesn't look the same as it was from the, you know, but in the 1920s is when we got the handheld. So what we saw in the 1920s to today is that same handheld device. Maybe the design has changed a little bit, but the technology behind it hasn't.
That's crazy to me.
Right. So it's like, and that happens with a lot of products. And that's what the company Zuvi wanted to focus on, is that they wanted to focus on products that you use in your daily life and products that haven't really gone through any innovation. They haven't really been changed. Like when you think about all these products such as, you know, maybe a microwave or an air purifier or anything like that, usually the inner workings of it stay exactly the same. But you know, maybe they slap some Wi-Fi on it and they call it smart. But like beyond that, like nothing is really changing.
Like, I mean, so futuristic. I feel like it's like I'm doing a science experiment every time I turn it on. Because like you said, it's those layers. How many layers? 120?
120.
Wow. Of that titanium. So there's that technology that is so visible, and you actually feel it too, and you get to like experience it, which is really amazing. I'm excited right now to do a little baby demo, right? Because obviously, like we said, it's very much you know, geared toward people that have shorter hair. We've got really long hair, but you and I have both used it, and I've personally used it more so as sort of a way to kind of freshen up after the gym.
Yes, that's what I love about this as well, because it's portable. It's perfect for a quick refresh, like on the go. So for example, after the gym, I definitely like sometimes tend to like pack my days full of things, and I always try to like, you know, fit in my gym routine and like kind of get to the gym. But maybe I don't have time to go home and like do the full routine of getting ready and all that kind of stuff. But we all know that when you go to the gym and you're working out, you get that, you know, right along your hairline, you'll get a little bit of sweat and, you know, build up or whatever. And so if you're trying to, you know, be on the go or go to the next thing, having something like this to do that quick refresh safely on your hair is a game changer. It's so amazing. And also, like, again, because it's portable, because it is light, it is really easy to travel with, to kind of take wherever. You can use it, bring it on your travels, or have it in your car or your gym bag, anything like that. It really is such a game changer in that. So we should try out a little bit of a demo on you.
Let's do it. Feel free to just
play around
at it. And actually, I have a story for you. Yesterday, it was a little bit rainy here in the Bay Area, and actually when I came here into the store, I took the Zuvi and just did a quick, because I had some rain, right? So like it's a great too if you're going from day to evening, and if you live in a place that's a little bit rainier, just give it a quick blow dry on the top, and it evaporates, right?
So what it does is that it efficiently evaporates the moisture on the outer layer.
Outside. Okay,
but it's going to maintain the integrity of the moisture internally. So you're going to hold on to that moisture, you know, in the cuticle that is going to carry your hair through and make it still shiny and smooth. No more dull hair, no more breakage that like I'm worried about, all that kind of stuff. And especially on the days, that you want a quick refresh, you want to avoid putting harsh heat on your hair as much as possible. So that's why, again, this is perfect for people with short hair, for children, or for people quick refresh on the go, like we were talking about. It's amazing. And you can check out the Zuvi Halo for yourself at any of our b8ta locations. So if you're in the area, we're in the Bay Area, we're in Palo Alto, California. If you're in the area, come on in, check it out for yourself. You can play around with it. We have one on the floor. You can walk around with it, do a little demo on yourself, and really feel how amazing it is. And that's I love it.
I was going to say too that especially after the gym, right? You're hot, you're sweaty. You don't want to put more heat on yourself. So and this is really refreshing.
Right, especially because they have the cool feature. So they have three different settings. So you can do fast, soft. Soft is great for children. That's like the perfect setting for them. And then there's going to be a little bit of a cooler air. So again, if you want, I love it so much.
So good. Okay, so what should do you want to spritz me?
I'm going to spritz. I'm going to spritz you. Me. So I have this this is going to emulate, like, I'm not going to actually make you run around and like do a work.
You tell me.
So I'm just going to do a real quick, like, little, there we go. Like spritz here. And we're just going to we're going to emulate that you were like at the gym.
That's about where I would normally get
right
kind
along
of that
sweat.
Hair.
It's like that sweat hairline right there. It's like that's normally, especially where I get it, especially if I have my hair up, it's right there. You feel So with the Zuvi Halo, how it works is that you have your power button, you'll turn it on, you can choose the setting that you want, it'll power up, and then you're good to go. Now, I think I'm going to hand it over to you because I want you to get a feel for how it feels and how easy it is to use. So I'm going to hand it over to you.
Great. And I want to do this cool setting. So I'll turn it on, like this.
Just hold it on.
Oh, and it's already on the cool.
It's already on cool.
Amazing. And let me show from the top down. Do we want to see the?
Yeah, let's do a top down.
This will come on. The Halo comes on with the fast setting, correct?
So on the fast setting, that is where you'll see the Halo turn on. Right now it's on the cool setting. So you just, So now we'll do back up to the demo and you'll just see. So what you should notice is that as you're doing it, you're not going to be feeling any like dryness coming out. You know, it's still going to maintain and you're going to be able to get that nice little quick refresh. It should happen pretty fast. And it's going to help, again, your hair is going to be 9% stronger, 17% smoother. And with using the Zuvi Halo, you are going to maintain 70% more of your natural internal moisture.
Wow. Amazing.
That is so wild.
Honestly, Amanda, I think I'm done. That was so fast.
Look at
my hair
that.
is like so.
Look at that.
I know. I think I even got a little like extra volume.
You
up
did
in
get
there,
a little
did
bit
I?
of volume
Wow.
going on.
And usually when I spray my hair when it gets wet, like any
love it.
moisture can actually be the enemy. Sometimes, right?
Right.
Sometimes
Yes,
it's good.
absolutely.
Sometimes it's bad. So I love that it just evaporates it out. So it really does leave it smooth and not frizzy. And it's like I can walk out there and feel like it's all nice and
I love
smooth.
it. You definitely did get
I
a
get
little bit of zhuzh, a little bit of volume.
zhuzh?
With
Yes.
it.
And that felt so good. It felt so refreshing. It's not, I will say, the cool setting for anyone out there that doesn't like their cool setting on their hairdryer.
Right.
It really is like very refreshing. It's not too cold.
It's not at all.
And it does the job so quickly too.
Yes. That's what I love about it.
Even when it's cool. I normally don't put my hairdryer or traditional old hairdryer on cool because I feel like it doesn't dry my hair as quickly.
Right.
But this, it's like
was
instantaneous.
Yes.
It's totally dry to the touch. Amazing.
I love it so much, right?
I do too.
Game changer.
Yes, and we're gonna do a demo.
We're going to do a full demo later
Yes,
on.
amazing.
Yeah, someone with short hair. So we're going to really get the experience of what it's like for someone with short hair. And we'll also use probably the fast setting on that. So we'll see how that works as well. So
amazing.
Yeah, it really is quite an impressive device that they've created. Like, I've never seen a hairdryer like this on the market before. And it really is changing the way of your hair care routine.
Yeah.
Again,
Totally.
start to finish. You got to make sure that you're keeping your hair, intact. You want to make sure you're protecting it.
Hair really is so for me at least, it's so deeply tied, I think, to my identity now.
Right.
I've gone through, like, I think about things that happened in my life, and I can remember like the exact hairstyle I had at the time.
Right.
It's so, and I've gone through so many changes. I've had short hair. I've had colored hair.
Right.
One time I tried to like do a cool red highlights.
Oh,
Guys, this
okay.
was in my old, like, please don't judge me. It was a bad look, a really bad look. But I've gone through so many stages. And the one thing though that I've always strived to do is like keep my hair healthy, because that was something that was really instilled in me actually from my grandmother, who has, hair kind of like mine.
Right.
It's thicker.
Right.
It's a little bit wavier, naturally wavy. And so she really taught me from a young age how important it was to take care of my skin and my hair.
Yeah.
And I try to do the best that I can. And with the Zuvi, it's like, it's easy. You don't have to think about it. It's effortless.
It is so effortless.
Yeah.
They've really thought about the user. They really
Yes.
have thought about, from start to finish, creating something that, again, is going to help your hair. You're going to see these benefits after you start using it, but then it's also so user-friendly and effortless. So again, you want something that's convenient.
Yeah.
Because that makes all the difference.
I know. I was going to say, we have one out on the floor. Should we go out there and
Let's
try
go
it for
out
a sec?
there.
Okay, guys, on the store cam, follow us.
Yeah, follow us on out here
We're gonna
because
go.
we do have one out here.
Yes.
It's right out.
Hi.
Follow on us.
Here it is.
Here it is. Oh my
So
goodness.
this is the one that we have on display here.
Yeah, so this
at
is the
b8ta.
one at the b8ta studio here in Palo Alto. You can come check this one out for yourself. Come play around. Come, if you want to come with, some moisture on, you can check it out for yourself. It really is, again, you're going to understand everything we're talking about by just coming on in here and really getting a hands-on experience.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys can even like turn it on
Yes.
and walk around. Do you want to do like a little?
Absolutely. I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to turn it on. And just like literally
seriously,
like
come
on
in
the
with
go.
wet hair.
Like I can literally do it.
have a true like diva model moment.
Right. I'm just
in
like
the store.
I love this so much
See
because
how
again,
amazing it is to walk around.
I can go anywhere.
go
with
anywhere.
It. Do a little.
That is so cool. And it's literally right here. It's with all of our lifestyle products here out on the floor. You can do what Amanda's doing, just walk around the store and
I love
enjoy
this so much.
the Zuvi halo.
I love this so much.
I know.
I think it's it's so convenient. I was
Yeah.
just giving myself a quick little refresh, a little quick little refresh on the go moment.
It looks
but some
good.
like volume.
See, you get the volume too in there.
Yeah,
you really do.
I was just using the cool feature on that, and again, it really does add in some volume to it, which is again so amazing. I tend to get pretty flat. My hair tends to get a little flat, and so I need that extra little zhuzh moment,
little lift,
right? Especially post gym, if I get any sort of moisture, my hair just gets like weighed down, you know? So it's nice to have something that I know is going to add in a little bit of volume. It's not going to damage my hair in any way. And it's just giving me that extra like bump up, which I love. And again, it was so easy for me just to watch. Imagine yourself in your home. You can go anywhere you want. You can take that to the gym. Again, have it in your car. I'm running late all the time. Having that in my car just to be able to do it before I have to like, you know, like it's so easy.
It's so easy.
I love it so much.
It's so easy.
I can't stop touching my hair now.
I know. Thank you for humoring me in that, because I love to come out here on the floor and to actually show you guys how we play with the products. We'll head back into the studio. Amanda, I'm excited for you. I know you're going to tell us very, very soon here about sort of the history of the hairdryer. I know we touched on it a little bit. But I'm excited to learn more from you on that front, because I didn't realize, what was the year that it was invented? You said
1880.
1880. Wow. Okay.
Right. Think about that.
That was
a
time.
long time
I'm not the greatest
ago.
at math, but I know that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. And just to think about that, we're using technology that dates back so far.
Right.
Obviously, the design aspect has changed over the years, but the technology behind it really hasn't kind of become, it's still pretty outdated when you really think about it, and then you're using that to this day. You know, it's like we've come so far, so it's like you want to make sure that, you know, our products should be up to date as well. We want to make sure that we're being safe and using products that are safe.
Yeah, I know. Safety is huge. Convenience is huge. And then also, like we were talking about, I mean, you spend so much money on getting your hair done, buying products that can be very, very expensive. And so you really want to make sure that like you're using the tools too, that are really going to keep everything intact, like we were talking about, and enhance the health of your hair, and just make you feel good too. Like I honestly feel so good when that halo hits me. It's like,
I know. When I was out there on the floor, I was like, oh, I love this. Don't mind me. I'll just be back here. I need a moment.
Seriously, you guys can come down here to our b8ta Palo Alto location, or any of our locations across the country and internationally too. Hello, Dubai. How are you? And you guys can check out the Zuvi Halo in person for yourself and walk around the store just like you did.
Yeah.
And experience. It really is. I know you guys might be laughing at us for doing that, but it is something that we really encourage you to do, because when you do it, it's so different from any other hair dryer out there and hair drying experience that you can have. I mean, really, it takes a minute. Like the first time that I walked around with it, I was like, this is weird. I'm not by an outlet. I don't have to be by an outlet. It's crazy.
Also, the hairdryer itself is so different than what we're used to.
Yeah.
So when you first use it, it's going to take a minute for you to adjust, because it is so different. But that's what's so amazing about it, is that it is so different. It's so innovative, and it is not like any traditional hairdryer that you've ever used.
No.
So that's what's so cool about it. Really changing the game. And also, they're doing a giveaway.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
So exciting.
There's a giveaway happening on Instagram, and at 4:30, we are announcing a winner who's going to win a Zuvi Halo Cordless hairdryer.
Awesome.
So you can still enter. You can go to Instagram, go to our Instagram at b8ta, go to Zuvi's Instagram, which is at Zuvi Global. Follow the directions on the giveaway post. Just follow both of those handles, like the giveaway post, put a little comment, tag someone in it as well. And if you want a bonus entry, post it on your story and then tag b8ta and Zuvi Global for an added entry. And
oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah.
Bonus entry.
Exactly. So fun, right?
That's awesome.
And then at 4:30, we're going to be announcing the winner. So someone's going to win one of these. I'm so excited for them.
And I'll be back for that announcement, because I am not missing that. We love giving away free things here at b8ta, and especially in time for the holidays. It's just so much fun.
It's so much fun.
But I'm going to come back to, and kind of go through, learn a little bit more from the actual website, the Zuvi website, and also from the Zuvi Instagram. We're gonna check out their social.
Right.
So I'm stoked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for letting me do a little demo on you, for hanging out.
Yes.
And we will see you in a little bit.
Okay, sounds good. Bye, guys.
I love her so much. Wasn't that fun, you guys? I think that, again, really come on down here, see the Zuvi Halo cordless hairdryer for yourself, because you are going to see exactly what we're talking about. It really is the experience in itself. And up next, I'm going to be talking a little bit about the innovative technology behind the hairdryer and some of the history of the hairdryer as well, specifically what makes this hairdryer so unique compared to where the hairdryer originated from. So before I get into kind of like the ins and outs and the more scientific details, I do have a video to show you that's going to help explain a little bit about it and get a more of a clear picture of what we're going to be getting into. So let me go ahead and cue that up for you guys.
Your hairdryer is powered by a 100-year-old technology that relies primarily on extreme but unsafe heat. In fact, science shows that too much heat takes your hair, your scalp, and your skin from dried to fried within minutes. The only way to dry your hair without damaging it is to harness the principles of nature. Introducing the next revolution in hair drying technology, Zuvi Halo. In order to replace this century-old unsafe drying mechanism, we went back to the basics of science. In nature, water evaporation is accelerated by sunshine and wind. Using that scientific principle, we evolved the modern hairdryer. Using Zuvi's patented spatial light modulation technology, the Halo emits a spectrum of light tailored to replicate the radiance of an early sunrise, preventing any harmful UV rays. The light generates just enough heat to accelerate the evaporation of the water molecules that make your hair wet, while retaining the natural moisture that keeps your hair healthy, shiny, and smooth. Halo is the first ever reliable cordless hairdryer, using only 15 to 20% of the energy consumed by traditional dryers. Halo is energy efficient and a better choice for the environment. With a battery life of 13 to 27 minutes depending on your speed setting, the Halo only takes 19 minutes to recharge to 90% and weighs less than 1.5 pounds. The cordless technology gives you the freedom to move around and multitask while drying your hair. Once you're done, simply put it back on the charging dock and the Halo will quickly recharge for the next use. Halo can be used by all your loved ones as a part of their daily routine. The high-speed motor, coupled with a unique duct design, moves the airflow directly onto your hair, blowing off the heat created by light, keeping your skin and your scalp at a comfortable temperature at all times. The revolution is clear. Unlike every other hairdryer on the planet, Zuvi doesn't overheat or over-dry your hair. These thermal images show the reality of traditional hairdryers versus the safe, precision drying of the Halo and the effect this has on your hair. At Zuvi, we are deeply committed to science, research, and the most advanced technology. Our tests have proven time and time again that the Halo makes your hair shinier, stronger, and smoother than any existing hairdryer out there, and without the limitations and risks of an outdated technology. Hundreds of Zuvi scientists and engineers have worked with the utmost scientific discipline and dedication to develop the best configuration of light and wind. Not only to optimize the blow-drying experience for you and your loved ones, but to give your hair a brand new, healthy life. Zuvi Halo. The cordless revolution in hair drying technology starts now.
I mean, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? It blows my mind, the innovative technology that they have put behind the Zuvi Halo cordless hairdryer. It really, again, it's like nothing else I've ever seen, and it's completely changing the way that I and everyone else are looking at hair dryers. And I love that Zuvi's approach to innovation is for nature, from nature. I love that so much because, again, the Zuvi Halo is the first cordless hairdryer of its kind. The technology behind it is something that we've never seen before. And with that said, it vaporizes the water on the outside layer of your hair but also maintains the internal moisture intact. It keeps it intact. So again, you're not getting that dry, brittle hair that none of us want. And so it's going to retain your natural moisture for a shiny, healthy head of hair. Love it so much. And because this is also the first appliance using innovative light energy technology, it is 5 times more energy efficient than traditional heat transfer technologies. So again, it's good for your hair. You're gonna see benefits of hair health really shortly after, almost immediately when you start using this, but then you're also gonna be saving energy. It's energy efficient as well. So when I say that Zuvi has put in so much time into research and development into this product, I am not exaggerating at all. They have put so much time into making sure that this product is the best that it can be, that it's the best for your hair. You're going to help the environment. You're going to be saving energy. And again, they put it in this sleek, user-friendly device as well. And they've checked all the boxes with that. Now, I want to talk a little bit though about the history of the hairdryer, because Noelle and I chatted a little bit about this before, but most devices today, their technology has kind of been left in the dust a little bit. They're kind of left in the dark ages because, you know, they're invented, they create the device, and then they're never really looked at again, or they're never gone back to kind of see how to reinvent it, how to make it better. You know, a lot of things are now smart. They slap some Wi-Fi on there. It's a smart device, but then really like the inner workings of it maybe haven't changed a whole bunch. And, you know, when you look at a rice cooker, maybe your AC, your fridge, anything like that, kind of the inner workings have kind of stayed the same. It's no different with the hairdryer, because the hairdryer was first invented in the 1800s, and it has gone through little to no real innovation since then. When you think of the hairdryer that you use today normally, that, again, really hasn't changed a whole lot since the 1800s, which, again, that's a long time ago. Technology from then, considering, you know, what we need from kind of drying out those cuticles, it's not good, especially when you're feeling it getting hot and you're feeling your scalp getting a little burn, or maybe you're smelling some burning happening. None of that is good. And that all comes from how the technology hasn't been revisited since then. So beyond the technology kind of not changing since then and not being that great for your hair health, they're incredibly inefficient as well when you think about it. They use, traditional hair dryers use nearly 2 times as much energy as a microwave. That's a lot. And that then results in damaged hair. So again, you're creating this cycle of, you know, using products, shampoo, conditioner, hair oil. I use hair masks. You're using all these things to add moisture in, but then you're using a device that then is just completely zapping all moisture from your hair. It's creating damage. You're damaging your hair. You're creating the brittleness. It's going to be breaking. Maybe you'll have dullness in your hair as well. And again, it's not energy efficient. So across the board, because the traditional hairdryer really hasn't seen a lot of innovation, you're getting a product that is going to be doing more damage to your hair than not. With the Zuvi, however, they have completely changed the game. This is where things get super interesting, because they have they again have taken inspiration from nature, which again is the coolest thing when you think about stepping outside into the sun and you're getting those natural rays hitting your hair and you're getting that natural evaporation and you're not feeling harsh heat coming down on your hair, on your scalp, or anything like that. That really is what's changing the game with it. Like, you want that experience versus a harsh heat being applied from a traditional hairdryer. So they're changing the game by taking inspiration from nature, and that's where they've created the new Zuvi Halo. And again, not just better for your hair, but it's better for the planet as well. And what they've done is Zuvi's wide spectrum spatial light modulation technology. It takes inspiration from the sun and then it filters and focuses the light to then create heat to then dry your hair. So all while cutting energy by 80%. So again, they're taking inspiration from the sun to filter and focus light to create that heat to then dry your hair. So you're having this more kind of nature/natural experience with your hair when you're drying it, and you're not putting on that harsh heat that, again, that's where the breakage comes from. That's where you're going to get brittleness. That's where the dullness comes from. All of those things that we use products to kind of help prevent and to stray away from. That's all going to come into play when you're using a traditional hairdryer. When you're using a Zuvi Halo, all of those things aren't going to be happening anymore. You're going to be actually strengthening your hair. Your hair is going to be shinier and smoother. And fun fact is that through regular use of the Zuvi Halo, this saves as much carbon emission as planting 2 trees. And if everyone used Zuvi, it would be equal to taking roughly 12 million cars off the road. So again, energy efficient. The company really has done so much research and development to make sure that this product across the board is amazing. From having the user benefits, again, your hair health, but then also saving energy as well, and creating this sleek, minimalistic package that it comes in. They've really thought of everything. It's quite wonderful. And now I will talk a little bit more about the Halo, about the innovative technology behind it, but I will do a little bit of a history lesson on the history of the hairdryer, because again, it was invented in the 1800s, and here we are today. So we're going to talk a little bit about, where we started off, kind of throughout the years, where it's gone, and then how we ended up here with the Zuvi Halo cordless hairdryer. So hairdryers were invented in the 19th century. So they were invented by a man in France, and in the beginning, the hairdryer, it wasn't a home appliance. It actually was called a hairdressing device, and it wasn't that pretty. And I actually have a photo that I'll pull up for you. So it's a little bit of a sketch, so you'll kind of see exactly what it looks like. In 1 second, I'll pull it up. And it represented, or it looked a little bit more like a vacuum cleaner, I guess. Like, it's clunky, and it's a seated machine, right? So again, the design, the aspect of a hairdressing device was there, but again, it wasn't pretty. It was a clumsy seated machine, and essentially it was just a giant hose that was connected to a heat source. So at the time, the women, they wore their hair in like updos, long and looped and kind of curled into these elaborate updos, right? And so his innovation aimed to speed up the labor involved with those creations, right? But his machine, it failed to circulate air efficiently, so not a whole lot of time was actually saved. So the prototype was far too unwieldy to become widespread anyway. It wasn't convenient. It was big. It was clunky. It really didn't save that much time on anything. So it kind of, stopped there. Now, even though the hairdryer was invented in the late 19th century, hairdryers actually didn't really take off until the early 1920s. And when that happened, that's kind of like the hairdryer that you're more used to seeing now. Let me pull up a photo of that. And that is this guy right here. So in fact, the handheld hairdryers, these are the ones that you saw in the later years, more in the 1920s. So in fact, the handheld hair dryers that are now used in beauty salons and also professional stylists and household consumers. That's, kind of where they ended up in the 1920s. But early handheld hair dryers were still difficult to use, right? They were metallic. Their casings made it hard to wield. Also, the time for drying the hair was long. It was not an easy process. Much longer than today's norm. And the devices drew only 100 watts of electricity compared to 2,000 watts of modern times. So when you think about that, it was a really long process. Not convenient, not easy to use, and it made it exhausting over time, right? Think about holding your hairdryer up for a really long time. It's just an exhausting experience. So it again was a really long period of time to dry your hair. It's not convenient by any means. So some early versions even had pedestals to hold your arm up, so you could have your drying experience but keep your arm up, because your arm would get tired, because again, it was only pulling 100 watts of electricity. So it's not that efficient at all. The drying times were extremely long. So like I said, some earlier versions had the pedestals to help, but again, it still took a really long time. So nevertheless, though, the early invention of the hairdryer, it was considered this marvel experience. It was this, it was marketed at having loads of hot air or cold air constantly. It was just by pressing a button, right? It was this crazy concept to be able to have it at your fingertips, at your home. So this idea is kind of what sparked everything. And again, this design that we see here is what is more traditional to what we see today, that same type of design. So again, you started off in the 1800s with this big clunky device that was not convenient and really actually didn't do a whole lot in terms of drying your hair and being efficient. Then you switched to the 1920s and they came out with this design, kind of pioneered forward of what we'll see later in the years. But again, the handheld versions, these were for the home, in store, or in the salon. And again, it really changed the way that, it changed the way that people were able to dry your hair. It was really quite an innovative design and technology at the time. So again, the handheld versions were for the home, but then they soon were joined by hooded models for the salon. So those were made of metal and plastic, and it's probably kind of what you're used to seeing when you're watching movies that are dated back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and you see everyone in their salon chairs kind of seated back. I actually have a photo here that I'll pull up to show you that this is then where, after the handheld came into play, then it kind of segued into having these in the salon, the seated version, or the that you're used to seeing, again, made of metal and plastic, and that applies an all over even heat, and they're the hooded hair dryers. So these were widespread in the 1930s. That's kind of when they came on the market. They kind of introduced in the 1930s, and they were used everywhere. You saw them in every salon. And in the decades that followed, they became a defining trait of a salon. So again, that's what you see. I still see them in salons today. So, and that's what, in the 1930s, 1940s, that's what you were used to seeing. So you still had the handheld device that you used in home that was mainly made of metal. And then in the 1930s is when the hooded hairdryer came into effect. And again, it was a sit-down experience, and it created the all-over heat for your hair. So again, they were starting to change the way that the device was used and looked. But the technology behind it stayed the same at this time. Nothing has changed with that. So in an effort to kind of, take that salon experience to your home, they created the bonnet. And this one just always makes me laugh because I just imagine sitting at home with this. So in efforts to bring the salon experience home, the Bonnet hairdryer debuted in 1951, and the model had a soft, shower cap, headpiece that you see here in the photo that the user would attach to a motor via hose. So, I mean, they came in these little handled carrying cases that you could carry around, and technically they were portable and you could use them at home. But, you know, you would have to sit in one spot. It's not necessarily the most convenient type of device to use because, again, you're plugged in. You have your bonnet that's then plugged into a hose that's going to be pumping the air through, so you have to stay seated. So again, changing the way that it looks, but not changing the idea or the technology behind the hairdryer. So again, started off with this really clunky device that was pretty much unusable. It really didn't go far, and that was in the 1880s by a man in France who developed or who created the first hairdressing device. And then we moved into the 1920s with the handheld hairdryer that we're kind of used to seeing. They segued in the 1930s to the salon, the hooded hairdryer that you see in all salons, you still see today. And then to kind of, again, bring that salon experience back into your home, they created the bonnet, and it was, again, widely debuted in 1951. Most homes had these. And again, yes, it could be toted around. It came in like little cases. Not the easiest thing, though, to use and not super convenient. And during the 60s, actually, is when the way that the hairdryer from the 1920s shifted. So in the 1920s, it was that metal, right? And it, again, really heavy, really hard to wield. We talked about how they had a arm resting device that they would use because your arm would get so tired. So in the 1960s, plastic came onto the scene, and that's what began to dominate kind of consumer goods. They then switched over. So most hair dryers that you have today are made of plastic. So that segued into that. So that would be this guy that you see right here. So this is like one of the older models for sure, but when it transitioned into the 60s and plastics began to dominate consumer goods, again, hair dryers were no exception. They were once made from metal, but now they joined the, flood of plastic products that are being facilitated by companies, and we switched over to this. So again, apart from alteration to how it looks, and like the materials and maybe the addition of various attachments or heat conductors, not much else changed. Nothing has changed since the birth of the hairdryer. So today there are two types of hairdryers, right? There are two major types of hairdryers. There's the handheld hairdryer, and then there's the hooded dryer as well. So the one that you have at home, or handheld device that you can use in the salon or anything, and then the other one that you see in the salon, which is the seated hooded dryer. So those are the main two that you see today. And again, the hooded dryer is the plastic dome that fits over, and it gives you that all over heat. And then you also have, that's shown here in the photo, the handheld device that we're used to seeing today. So it's wild to think about how, you see with those photos the progression of how the hairdryer has come from when it was invented to the design that we see that's on the screen now. That's kind of what hairdryers relatively still look like, right? And it hasn't gone much further than that in terms of the internal workings of the hairdryer. It really hasn't changed a whole lot. And when you're thinking about what you're using on your hair, and also a device that you're using in your home, you want it to be safe, and you want all of that. So I can't imagine. Could you imagine if we were still using the device that was created back in the 80s? I can't imagine having to use that type of a device. But what's so cool about the Zuvi Halo, again, is the innovative technology behind it. And what makes it so amazing is that innovative technology, but also cordless. So again, this photo right here that we have on the screen is showing it has a cord. I hate tangled cords. I hate trying to hide them. They're messy and they're really inconvenient and they get all knotted and you have to shove it in drawers and it's like a whole thing, right? Zuvi Halo is cordless. So when you look at the design between what's on the screen and the Zuvi Halo, it really is like they have created this beautiful, sleek, modern, minimalistic design with this beautiful halo, which is where all that technology that we were talking about, that innovative technology, comes into play. And again, it's cordless. You can take it anywhere. I can walk around. I can use it anywhere. I love it so much. Don't have to deal with the messy cords. Don't have to mess with any of that. But again, the technology behind the traditional hairdryer compared to the Zuvi Halo, it's astonishing. The technology and the time that they have put into the Zuvi Halo really is changing the game because they've upped the game. They've completely turned it on its head with the technology that they've created. And it's just like, again, the safety and the convenience and all the factors that they've really thought about that they've put into the Zuvi Halo is what makes this product so special. Now, for those of you just joining us, we are talking about the Zuvi Halo cordless hairdryer. It is a Zuvi takeover day. So we've been talking about all the ins and outs of the Zuvi Halo cordless hairdryer. We just got finished talking about the history of the hairdryer. The hairdryer has been around since the 1880s, but the technology behind the hairdryer really hasn't changed that much since then until now with the Zuvi Halo cordless hairdryer. Changing the game when it comes to the hairdryer. So again, if you're tuning in right now, welcome. We're talking about the Zuvi Halo. If you're just hearing about the Zuvi Halo for the first time, welcome in. This product is so amazing. It's so innovative. It's gonna change the way you use a hairdryer. Again, it's changing the game when it comes to your hair care routine. Now, you can find more information about this. You can go to our website. You can go to b8ta.com. All this information is on there, but then you can also purchase it online for yourself on b8ta.com or come on into the shop. We have one here. If you're in the Bay Area, we're at the Palo Alto, California location. We got one here on the floor. Come in, hang out, play around with it for yourself. Really get a feel for it. You can walk around the store. You can dry your hair. You can really see. It's the experience. The experience with this hairdryer compared to a traditional is so different, and it really is something that you have to like experience hands-on. And again, it feels so nice in my hands. It's light, it's portable, it's sleek, it has a nice grip to it. I love this product so much. So they really are changing the way that the hairdryer looks and feels. So come in and check it out, or find a b8ta store near you. Go into one of those and play with it. Again, it's all about the experience. You got to check it out for yourself. And I will let you know that one lucky winner is going to win one of these bad boys because they are doing a giveaway on Instagram. So go to Instagram. We're going to be doing the giveaway at 4:30. So you still have time to enter yourself and you could win one of the Zuvi Halo cordless hairdryers. So amazing. So all you have to do, go to Instagram, go to our Instagram at b8ta, go to Zuvi's, which is at Zuvi Global. Make sure you follow both of them. Go ahead and like the post, the giveaway post. Give that a like, follow the directions. All you have to do is you just comment a friend, tag a friend in the comments. And if you want a bonus entry, share it to your story and make sure you tag b8ta and Zuvi Global. And you could win one of these. Love it. Love it so much. Again, you still have time to enter because we're doing the giveaway at 4:30. So again, you don't want to miss out on it because it really is game changing. Make sure you enter, check it out, come into our store, be hands-on with it yourself. Now, up next, we are going to be having a little bit of a social review with Noelle. She's going to be talking about the Zuvi website, the in and outs of it, going over the Instagram as well. She's going to be chatting with you all about that. And she is going to be going a little bit more. We've talked a little bit about the innovative technology behind it. She's going to be going into more of the features as well, kind of everything all along the Zuvi's website, so you get a better feel and picture for what the Zuvi Halo has to offer for you. And I'm going to cut away to a little video as well. It's going to give you another little bit of an overview for it as well. And then when we come back, Noelle is going to be here and she's going to be doing that social review with you. So we'll see you soon.
Your hairdryer is powered by a 100-year-old technology that relies primarily on extreme but unsafe heat. In fact, science shows that too much heat takes your hair, your scalp, and your skin from dried to fried within minutes. The only way to dry your hair without damaging it is to harness the principles of nature. Introducing the next revolution in hair drying technology, Zuvi Halo. In order to replace this century-old unsafe drying mechanism, we went back to the basics of science. In nature, water evaporation is accelerated by sunshine and wind. Using that scientific principle, we evolved the modern hairdryer. Using Zuvi's patented spatial light modulation technology, the Halo emits a spectrum of light tailored to replicate the radiance of an early sunrise, preventing any harmful UV rays. The light generates just enough heat to accelerate the evaporation of the water molecules that make your hair wet, while retaining the natural moisture that keeps your hair healthy, shiny, and smooth. Halo is the first ever reliable cordless hairdryer, using only 15 to 20% of the energy consumed by traditional dryers. Halo is energy efficient and a better choice for the environment. With a battery life of 13 to 27 minutes depending on your speed setting, the Halo only takes 19 minutes to recharge to 90% and weighs less than 1.5 pounds. The cordless technology gives you the freedom to move around and multitask while drying your hair. Once you're done, simply put it back on the charging dock and the Halo will quickly recharge for the next use. Halo can be used by all your loved ones as a part of their daily routine. The high-speed motor, coupled with a unique duct design, moves the airflow directly onto your hair, blowing off the heat created by light, keeping your skin and your scalp at a comfortable temperature at all times. The revolution is clear. Unlike every other hairdryer on the planet, Zuvi doesn't overheat or overdry your hair. These thermal images show the reality of traditional hairdryers versus the safe, precision drying of the Halo and the effect this has on your hair. At Zuvi, we are deeply committed to science, research, and the most advanced technology. Our tests have proven time and time again that the Halo makes your hair shinier, stronger, and smoother than any existing hairdryer out there, and without the limitations and risks of an outdated technology. Hundreds of Zuvi scientists and engineers have worked with the utmost scientific discipline and dedication to develop the best configuration of light and wind. Not only to optimize the blow-drying experience for you and your loved ones, but to give your hair a brand new, healthy life. Zuvi Halo. The cordless revolution in hair drying technology starts now.
There we go. All right, sorry guys, a little mic issue there. Hey, what's up? It's Noelle, and I am back here jumping into our shop studio, really coming in on this Zuvi Takeover Day, and I'm so stoked to be a part of it because I absolutely adore the Zuvi Halo cordless hair dryer. I've gotten to test it out. That's what's so fun about my job here at b8ta is I truly get to discover the world's most innovative products. And when you become a shopper and part of our b8ta fam here, you also get to test out the world's most innovative products. Not only that, but you guys, we do giveaways all the time. And today, like Amanda has been saying, we are giving away a Zuvi Halo to one lucky winner over on Instagram. All the details are there. You can check out Zuvi's Instagram. You can also just go to our Instagram at b8ta, that's b8ta, and you can find all the details there to enter to win. Today, we're going to be announcing the winner at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time because we're out here in Palo Alto, California. So we're stoked. I mean, we're so excited. We love, love, love giving away free things here. I mean, I love giving away free things. It truly is just, I think, one of the best parts of my job. And obviously hanging out with you guys, coming to you live from our shop studio is just so much fun, especially when you're talking about a product as innovative and cutting edge as the Zuvi Halo. And as Amanda just told us, I mean, the hairdryer has seen really little to no innovation in over 100 years. So, I mean, really, Zuvi is coming in. They are saving the day with their innovation. 40,000 iterations of this product they've gone through to get it exactly right. And the technology, I mean, you can experience it. It's really unlike anything else. Come on down here if you happen to be in the Bay Area to our Palo Alto store, because we've got one out here on the floor. Actually, I might walk out onto the floor in just a second and show you exactly where it's at, so that when you come in here, if you come in specifically for the Zuvi Halo, you'll know exactly where to go. I'm going to point it out for you in just a second. But you guys can go really to any of our b8ta stores across the country. If you need a full list, if you are new here, you can see our entire list of b8ta locations here on b8ta.com. We also have locations, international locations too, so not just in the US, but also abroad. So if maybe, you know, you're doing some holiday travels, if you find yourself in Japan, we've got b8ta Tokyo. You can go and discover b8ta Tokyo. That would be amazing. And seriously, snap a pic whenever you're in one of our b8ta stores. Tag us at b8ta, that's b8ta. We love seeing where you guys are shopping, who you're hanging out with. We have amazing b8ta testers here too that are ready to show you something incredible like the Zuvi Halo. Now, I'm here today, you guys, to kind of go through the Zuvi Instagram, because they've got some really fun posts that we're going to check out. But first, let's kick it over to the Zuvi site. So it's Zuvi, zuvi.us. And look at that gorgeous picture right there. Just so eye-catching. Obviously, we have it back here too, guys. Again, if you're joining us live for the first time, we are talking about the Zuvi Halo cordless hairdryer. And this is what it's all about. This is the Halo. You might be thinking, what? Where does the Halo come in? Guys, it's this beautiful, circular, glowing sphere right here. That mimics, like Amanda said, it imitates sort of a dawn, a sunrise. And what's really amazing about it is that it actually uses the same sort of, process that the sun uses to evaporate water off of your hair in a really safe and effective way. So it is unlike any other hairdryer out there on the market. And if you guys go on over to zuvi.us, you can see right there, they are actually going to unveil it at the Consumer Electronics Show here coming up in January in 2022. We are literally just weeks away now from the new year, which is so exciting. The holidays, of course, are coming up here right around the corner too. But they're gearing up for the new year too by debuting the Zuvi Halo at the Consumer Electronics Show. So that's exciting. We're so excited for them here at b8ta. Now, if you guys scroll down, you can see all of the links to their site. Of course, you can learn more too on b8ta.com. Guys, let's kick it over to their Instagram here. I love Instagram. If you guys are on Instagram, again, you can check out the giveaway that we're doing today, the details of that giveaway. You can find those at b8ta's Instagram, at b8ta, but they're also right here on Zuvi's Instagram. So we're going to look at that. But look at this. I mean, this is their Instagram. It's at Zuvi Global. Yes, that's ZUVI Global. And let's just start with their description here. Inspired by the sun. Truly. I mean, it really is so similar to sunlight. So they're inspired by the sun. Ditch the hair damage for a stylish, comfortable, and healthy routine. I mean, that just sounds like music to my ears. I don't know how many hair dryers I've had in my lifetime, but all of them have been the same, and all of them have stripped my hair of those healthy oils that you want to keep in your hair. That's what really helps to lock in moisture. And if you're someone like me, I mean, I don't use a ton of products on my hair, but the products that I do use, I'm very intentional about what I buy. And I look, especially for my hair, it's frizzy, it's a lot thicker, I'm Hispanic, so I tend to look for, things that are going to have a lot of really good natural conditioning agents in them. When it comes to products, I look for things with, shea butter. That's a big one for me. I look for, avocado oil, anything that's going to be natural, that's going to help me lock in the moisture. I really do spend quite a bit of money on my hair care, my skincare products, because I really, I like to take care of myself, and it feels good too. A little self-care, right? Never hurt anyone. And so when I use those products, what I'm really looking for is to kind of up the hydration levels of my locks. Now, I have naturally wavy hair. I tend to style it quite a bit. But because it's wavy, I like to kind of put a lot of moisture into it to maintain that curl and to define that curl, because I really am embracing what I was born with. I think so many people feel empowered now to embrace their natural hair, and I love that. And Zuvi wants you to embrace that. And they really want to, they don't want to like put all of this heat and apply all of this heat onto your hair to really, change its natural texture. They want you to embrace that, and they're really there to just dry your hair, to literally lift the water off of it, but really not to strip your hair of any of that good hydration, any of that lovely moisture that we all spend a lot of time and money, right, putting into our styles. So back to their Instagram. Sorry, I had to take it away for just a second. I go on tangents a lot. Hi. It's me, you guys, you know me. Anyway, let's go back to their Instagram, because that's really why I'm here. We're going to look through some of their posts here. Of course, you guys can follow them. Again, it's at Zuvi Global. So check this out. We're going to see a little before and after here. And let me go ahead and zoom in on this photo to look at this before and after photo. Now, the top one, of course, let's see what they have written in their description. The top one, I believe, is someone that, used a traditional hair dryer. So you can see she's got a little bit of she's got a really cute bob going on. So the top one is the traditional hair dryer and sort of the effects of that. You can see that it's really sort of looking a little frizzy, a little bit out there. It looks really dry too. Especially when I look at the ends, it looks really dry. And then you see the bottom picture, that's with the Zuvi, just so much more maintained and smooth. Now it looks like this person probably has sort of naturally straighter hair. And so again, the Zuvi is really just enhancing that. It's not blowing things around. It's not applying a lot of heat so that things go all crazy. The other thing too, with heat, especially in terms of, using a traditional hairdryer, is if you are not using a round brush or a paddle brush, and if you're not using a sort of a nozzle on the end to control where that heat is going, it's gonna turn out like this top picture like you see here. It's just gonna go everywhere, and that heat is gonna, damage your hair. It's not gonna keep everything nice and kind of maintained and sealed. I mean, you really do have to be very intentional about taking that round brush, right, and applying that heat and styling as you go. With Zuvi, I mean, you don't have to. Of course, you can use a round brush. You can use a brush. You can kind of style it as you want and as you wish. But the heat factor there is going to be so much less extreme that it's not going to cause any of that breakage, any of that fraying, that frizzing that we see, that we get when you apply heat. Because again, that heat equates to damage, heat damage. So many people also spend tons of money on heat protectants. Now, a heat protectant is good, but again, with the Zuvi, I mean, you're not gonna have to protect your hair from that heat, because the heat that's here in the Zuvi Halo is not damaging. It's not stripping. It's not going to cause any of that breakage that we see with the normal hair dryers. Now, again, I remember, and I still am, somewhat guilty of this, of purchasing heat protectants that are very expensive and thinking that they're going to work, and a lot of times they don't. I mean, you can't really do anything to protect your hair from the extreme heat that comes from a traditional hair dryer. Especially the older it gets, sometimes the hotter it tends to get, and you smell it, right? You smell that kind of like that burning. Yeah, that is not good. We do not want our hair to smell like burnt hair, if you will. I mean, truly, there have been times where I have used old outdated hair dryers, and my hair like takes on the smell of the actual, you know, air that's coming out of the dryer, and it is not good at all. So seriously, this is a great example of the difference that you can see, that you can expect to see when you ditch the old traditional hairdryer and you upgrade to the Zuvi Halo. I love this picture. It's so great. Yeah, and let's just go back here. This is also really cool to see kind of how she's using it. I love her haircut too. I mean, this is just such a cute haircut. And you can see there's no cord there. So she's able to move around with it. That's the other thing too. I mean, I like to really get in the back. I lift, I zhuzh. I truly like do contortions when I'm drying my hair. And so the fact that I have the freedom with the Zuvi of no cord is just so nice. Like I don't have to be hunching over, right? If it was connected to an outlet in the wall and I couldn't move it around, I don't have to be bending around and like keeping it fixed here. I don't have to be moving with it. I can move it based on wherever I want to go. It's just so freeing. It truly is so freeing. And if you've got a kid out there too, I mean, the Zuvi is great for kids. If you've got a kid out there that's like running around that you're chasing them all over the place, the Zuvi will help you chase them down. And you know, they'll blow dry. You can blow dry their hair. Blow dry their hair where they're sitting. If they don't like to get their hair blow dried, blow dry their hair when they're sitting on the couch, turn on a movie for them, and you can just, the couch doesn't even have to be near an outlet, or go to their favorite little spot. Take them outside, honestly. If they want to sit out in the sun, look, you've got the sun's natural rays, and you've also got the Zuvi's titanium, the halo layers here that are mimicking the sun's evaporation process. How cool is that? Okay, guys, let's go back to the Instagram. Again, it's Zuvi Global, and we're doing a takeaway today. I'm going to get to the details in just a second, so hang tight. Let's check out some more of these posts here from Zuvi. Just really beautiful. This is funny. When you realize you can blow dry your hair in a healthier way. Oh my gosh, guys. I can't. I love that so much. That is so true. Like, you're like, oh my gosh. Wow, things just make sense all of a sudden, right? It just computes in your head and you're like, I've cracked the code, the hair drying code. That's really so accurate and so funny. I mean, I love a good meme, I gotta say. Of course, I'm sure all of you out there do too. This is so good. But it's true. I mean, really, when you try it for the first time, and like I said, you can go really to any beta store and head on in there and you can ask a beta tester if they will show you exactly where the Zuvi Halo is so that you can test it out yourself. Guys, this will be you. This woman right here, right? All of the math happening, that will be you. I can guarantee it. That was definitely me. For sure, the first time I used it, I was like, what? Like, why have we been using these old traditional hair dryers? And like I said, I mean, and look at, this is the perfect example right here. The hair dryer hasn't changed in over 100 years. And check out the halo. It's so beautiful, really, truly. It's so special. I'm actually going to turn it on right now so that you guys can see it in person. Look at that, side by side. Check that out. We got that one in the back. We got the one on Instagram going. We got this one going. It's so nice and warm too. It's just so great. Honestly, it's so wonderful. If you guys are still looking for the perfect gift for somebody for the holidays, for Christmas coming up, seriously, consider the Zuvi Halo. Truly, I mean, it is honestly something that so many people can use. Again, ideal for short hair, for guys out there too. You might think that the man in your life does not blow dry his hair, and maybe he doesn't, but when you give him the Zuvi Halo, he is going to be a convert. He is going to blow dry his hair all the time. Not just for like, you know, to get it dry and nice and smooth, maybe with a little extra lift to it, but because of the technology in it that mimics sort of that early sunrise. It's really beautiful, and you can see it here on Instagram. Guys, don't forget to follow them. You can share these posts with your friends because we got to spread the word. I mean, the Zuvi Halo is really, like Amanda has said this so many times, it is a game changer. It is changing the way that we think about how we can dry our hair. It really truly blows my mind. Like I seriously, that woman in that meme, I am her. I am totally her. Here's another close up of the halo. It's just so pretty. It's so pretty. I will say too, you guys, it's so lightweight. This handle has a really nice sort of soft grip. If we can take the top down there, it's got a really nice soft sort of coating here, a nice grip. It's really nice and lightweight. It fits super comfortably in your hand. So I love that on their Instagram, they've got a lot of these pictures, these close-up pictures, but I want to show you guys here too on set that it's nice and soft and smooth. I don't even really know totally what this material is, but it's textured and it's nice and soft to the touch. And honestly, even though, right, we have, the main part of the hairdryer here, really it's nice and balanced all throughout in terms of the weight. Like my wrist isn't wanting to go like that. I can hold it up steady like that. And when I take it and put it here on my head, it's just so easy to kind of rock it from side to side, get underneath. Really, truly. I don't know if you guys have experienced that like pain that you get in your wrist after you've been blow drying your hair. It takes me a long time to blow dry my hair. So I have definitely experienced that pain in my wrist after spending really like 30 minutes blow drying my hair. It takes a while. I mean, clearly it takes a while. But my wrist can definitely feel kind of that soreness and even my arm too. It's a little bit of a workout to my arm because traditional hair dryers are so heavy, and they have to be heavy in order to support that outdated technology that Amanda talked about that's still being used in those hair dryers today that has not been updated in over 100 years. And so with the Zuvi, we have brand new technology. That's what makes this design so unique, and that's what makes this so lightweight and so easy to maneuver. Again, in a cordless too. Hi, hello, amazing. I just want to kiss it. It's so great. Okay, let's go back to Instagram here. And guys, I know I've made you wait. Let's actually check out these giveaway details. So if you're joining us live for the first time here today on b8ta.com, welcome to the program. We are doing a Zuvi takeover, which means that we are talking all about the Zuvi Halo today. And not only that, but we're giving you guys one lucky winner is going to walk away with a free Zuvi Halo cordless hairdryer today. And it could be you. Seriously. I mean, the time has not run out yet. We're going to be announcing the winner at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time because we're out here on the West Coast. So 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Guys, we are nearing the 4 o'clock hour, so you still have time. You've got about a little less than 40 minutes here to get in on it. But let me tell you about the details. Check this out. So you guys can follow Zuvi. Again, it's at Zuvi Global. Also follow b8ta at b8ta. And actually, you can just tag a friend in the post, in the giveaway post. And then if you want to double your chances, if you want to get a bonus entry, you can also do that too. Just make sure that you actually include, you can share the post on your story and make sure to tag Zuvi, tag b8ta as well. And you guys will be entered into the giveaway today. It is your chance to win. Seriously, I'm so excited. We got a new year coming up here, and I really do feel like this is the year that we all need to do a little more self-care. I think we did a lot in years past, but I think it's time to really turn it up a notch. And with the Zuvi Halo, you are seriously going to give yourself the ultimate sort of self-care morning routine or evening routine if you dry your hair at night, because it's so convenient, it's so easy to use, and it really is, it just feels, I feel like I have these moments of like enlightenment as I'm blow drying my hair with the Zuvi because of the halo effect here. It's like I get to just kind of relax in sort of the direct light of the halo, and it really is, it's incredibly soothing, but it also makes me feel sort of inspired. I really don't know how to describe it. You guys just have to check it out for yourself. And seriously, today, whoever the winner is out there, I'm so excited for you to experience the Zuvi Halo. Again, it could be you. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. So make sure that you get in on this giveaway right now on Instagram. Go onto your Instagram. You can, like I said, you can tag a friend in the post. We've got over at b8ta on our Instagram too. And look at this holiday giveaway. Again, we're really putting it out there for you guys. I mean, there are no excuses here. So make sure that you go on, you tag a friend, and then you can also share the post in your story. Make sure you tag Zuvi. Make sure you follow Zuvi. Make sure you also follow b8ta and tag b8ta too. And we're going to learn a little bit more about the stipulations there, kind of how it's all going to work, how it's all going to shake down when Amanda comes back in to join me back here on the set. Again, you guys, this is a full takeover day. And we're talking all about the Zuvi Halo. Now, make sure that you go over to your Instagram, that you follow Zuvi. There is really so many great posts that they have for nature, from nature. I mean, it's truly like so fun to discover all of these great pictures that they have of the Halo. Really, I love the pictures that really showcase the Halo because, again, that technology is so unique to Zuvi. There's no other hairdryer on the market like it. It's honestly so fascinating. I mean, really, it feels like, I've said this before, it feels like I'm doing a science experiment every time that I go to dry my hair because it's harnessing that power that the sun has, right? That technology is sort of mimicking that early sunrise and really using the same process. It's that same natural evaporation process the sun uses to evaporate water. The Zuvi Halo is using to actually lift to evaporate the water that's on your hair. So it's not drying your hair from the inside out. That's really how the old traditional hair dryers do, right? You apply all that heat, and so that's how it gets your hair dry. This is really lifting those water molecules, evaporating the water molecules off of your hair. And so it's leaving the follicle intact, it's leaving the cuticle intact, and leaving all of that moisture that you put in your hair from, your conditioners, from your detanglers, from your serums. I know hair serums are really big right now. Hair oils are huge. I myself use a hair oil and a serum. Yes, I do. I double up there. It's really going to keep all of that moisture locked in and just take the water out. So that's the same sort of process that the sun uses. Like I said, it's completely natural, which is so crazy. Like this has never been invented. This has never been a thing before Zuvi came along and really addressed the problem that we all have with traditional hair dryers, which is that they're big, they're bulky, they have cords. Some of them have really short cords too. I've had a couple of hair dryers in my day that like the cord is like this big. And I'm like, okay, so I guess I'm standing in this one place right next to the outlet, not able to go anywhere with it. The other thing too that I love about the Zuvi, right, is that the heat factor is not overwhelming. And not only that, but if you are someone that's a little bit sensitive to heat, you can get out of the bathroom. Growing up, our bathroom, my sister and I shared a bathroom, and actually we didn't have windows in the bathroom. So when the shower was going or when the hairdryer was going, it got hot in the bathroom. We couldn't really let out any of that steam, any of that heat. And I would have loved to have this because I know, it can get really hot. You know that sensation, right? Where you've just gotten out of a hot shower, you've put on your robe, and then you go to blow dry your hair and you're like, woo, it's a hot one, right? So what's great about Zuvi is if you feel like that, you can actually take this out into your home, maybe into the cooler parts of your home. Go stand by a window, honestly. Get some fresh air. Do whatever it is that you need to do at night while you get ready for bed or in the morning, while you also dry your hair using the Zuvi's technology. It really is so incredible. And yeah, I just love it so much. And you guys can learn so much more, again, on their website. It's Zuvi, zuvi.us. You can also learn a lot on our website. You're already here on b8ta.com. So if you're not already on the product page, go on to the product page because we've got photos, we've got lots of information in our description. And if you're ready to buy now, I mean, guys, we're going to give one away today, but you can buy one now. You can enter into that giveaway, but buy one for a friend, maybe a family member that you have that you know would absolutely love this, not only because maybe they've got long locks like me, but also because they they're really going to save on time. It's convenient, and it really is a fun, very, very fun experience. So definitely check it out. We got the holidays coming up, so this is a great gift idea, seriously, for like anybody in your life. Of course, like I said, really good for people that have, shorter haircuts. Guys out there with shorter haircuts, this is great. But I even use it too on my longer hair to kind of give me a little bit of a refresh, either if I'm coming out of the rain or after a workout at the gym, especially if I'm going to go right into a fun evening with my friends. I definitely like to hit my hair with a little bit of the Zuvi, that heat, and it's really relaxing too. It just gives me a moment of reflection, truly, because this halo, right, it just makes everything so like warm and glowy that I feel like I can just take a second to really lean into that and just feel warm and glowing myself. It's really great. So yeah, definitely you guys go over to Instagram right now. Follow us here at b8ta. It's at b8ta, and follow Zuvi. Zuvi Global, that's Zuvi Global. And don't forget, you guys, we're doing a giveaway. You got 30 minutes, so get in on that giveaway. Tag a friend in the post. And also, if you want to do a double entry there, you can include it in your story and make sure to tag Zuvi and then tag us at b8ta. I am so excited. We are truly 30 minutes away. Yeah, around 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, we're going to be giving it away. And until then, we got a really, really special segment coming up for you guys. Actually, right now, Amanda's coming back on into the studio. So we're going to do a demo here, right, Amanda?
We are going to be doing a demo, which I am so excited for, because we are going to be getting more hands-on with it.
Yes.
And I'm so happy that you were telling everyone to enter the giveaway.
Yes.
It's like I'm out on the streets being like, get in. This thing is so amazing. You got to do it. I'm telling you, game changer. But yes, please enter the giveaway because we have 30 more minutes until it closes, so you have plenty of time.
That's right. The giveaway, you guys, here on Instagram. So people will just follow Zuvi, right? They'll follow Zuvi. Of course, if you're not already following us at b8ta, you can follow us at b8ta.
Yes.
And then in the comments section, they'll tag a friend.
Tag a friend.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
So make sure you're following b8ta and Zuvi Global. Tag a friend in the comments. Make sure you like the post.
And
then why not get a little added bonus, a bonus entry?
Yeah.
And post it on your story and make sure you tag Zuvi Global and b8ta and you are good to go and you are entered in.
Yes.
And you can win one of these.
And we're going to be giving away the Zuvi at 4:30, right?
4:30.
Okay.
Yep. So you have
minutes.
roughly 30 minutes to get yourself entered. And at 4:30, we are going to be announcing who is going to be the new owner of the Zuvi Halo Cordless Hairdryer. And again, it's going to change your hair care routine. It really is. So you don't want to miss out on this at all. Now, I know you were talking about the Instagram, and we've talked all about the innovation technology behind the hairdryer, behind the Halo. It's really such an amazing design, what they've come up with. And for those of you just joining, we have been talking about the Zuvi Halo Cordless Hairdryer and everything about it. We actually have a little video that I'll pop on right now just in case you're just joining us that kind of gives you an overview of it, a quick little recap of what it's all about. So we'll go ahead and tune that up for you.
Your hairdryer is powered by a 100-year-old technology that relies primarily on extreme but unsafe heat. In fact, science shows that too much heat takes your hair, your scalp, and your skin from dried to fried within minutes. The only way to dry your hair without damaging it is to harness the principles of nature. Introducing the next revolution in hair drying technology, Zuvi Halo. In order to replace this century-old unsafe drying mechanism, we went back to the basics of science. In nature, water evaporation is accelerated by sunshine and wind. Using that scientific principle, we evolved the modern hairdryer. Using Zuvi's patented spatial light modulation technology, the Halo emits a spectrum of light tailored to replicate the radiance of an early sunrise, preventing any harmful UV rays. The light generates just enough heat to accelerate the evaporation of the water molecules that make your hair wet, while retaining the natural moisture that keeps your hair healthy, shiny, and smooth. Halo is the first ever reliable cordless hairdryer. using only 15 to 20% of the energy consumed by traditional dryers. Halo is energy efficient and a better choice for the environment. With a battery life of 13 to 27 minutes depending on your speed setting, the Halo only takes 19 minutes to recharge to 90% and weighs less than 1.5 pounds. The cordless technology gives you the freedom to move around and multitask while drying your hair. Once you're done, simply put it back on the charging dock and the Halo will quickly recharge for the next use. Halo can be used by all your loved ones as a part of their daily routine. The high-speed motor, coupled with a unique duct design, moves the airflow directly onto your hair, blowing off the heat created by light, keeping your skin and your scalp at a comfortable temperature at all times. The revolution is clear. Unlike every other hairdryer on the planet, Zuvi doesn't overheat or overdry your hair. These thermal images show the reality of traditional hairdryers versus the safe, precision drying of the Halo and the effect this has on your hair. At Zuvi, we are deeply committed to science, research, and the most advanced technology. Our tests have proven time and time again that the Halo makes your hair shinier, stronger, and smoother than any existing hairdryer out there, and without the limitations and risks of an outdated technology. Hundreds of Zuvi scientists and engineers have worked with the utmost scientific discipline and dedication to develop the best configuration of light and wind. Not only to optimize the blow-drying experience for you and your loved ones, but to give your hair a brand new, healthy life. Zuvi Halo. The cordless revolution in hair drying technology starts now.
Okay, and we are back. So for those of you just tuning in, welcome. We are chatting about all things Zuvi. We are talking about the Zuvi Halo cordless hairdryer, and you just tuned in at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Because I have Tori here, and we are going to be doing a live demo.
I'm so excited about this. And Tori is our general manager here at our b8ta Palo Alto location. So you guys can come in literally anytime, hang with Tori, hang out. She knows all about the Zuvi Halo, but today she is our model.
Yes.
So we're actually going to give her a little spritz down, right, Amanda?
We're going to do a little spritz down. I got a little.
And use the Halo.
Yeah, we're going to use the Halo in real time. We're going to get a feel for it. Tori's going to talk about what it feels like. Because again, it's completely different than a traditional hairdryer.
Yeah.
Everything about it, from honestly the design to the inner workings, is totally different. The innovative technology behind it is like no other.
Yeah.
And again, you kind of mentioned it earlier, it's the experience behind using it. It really is the experience of the Halo itself. So we're going to get hands-on with it.
Yeah.
There are so many benefits with using the Halo. So that's what I think is like so amazing about it. So the Halo is perfect for people with short hair like Tori. Anyone can use it. It's perfect though for people with short hair, for children as well. Or our hair's a quick refresh. Like if you're going to the gym, anything like that, that's like my favorite thing about it, is how portable it is, and being able to take it wherever. So I'm just going to dampen down her hair to kind of get a little bit saturated, so then we can use the Halo on it and we can see really. We'll do a section of her
and
hair.
while you do that, Amanda, I want you guys to know that there are actually 3 modes on the Zuvi, and maybe we can go through all 3 on Tori's hair. My favorite is the first mode, which is the fast mode, and that really does utilize sort of the maximum effect of the actual Halo. So that's kind of the warmest mode, and you get a nice sort of output of air too, which is really, really, really wonderful. If you're one of those people that does like sort of how you feel with the traditional hair dryer, because it can be kind of nice, right, to have sort of that warmth, you're definitely going to get that from the Zuvi, especially on that fast mode. The second mode is the soft mode, and this one's really good for kids. So if you got kids out there, use the soft mode on them. you're still going to get a little bit of that halo, but it's not as intense as the fast mode. And then the third mode is the cool mode that doesn't really have the halo as much, and it's got a really nice cooling sort of air that comes out. And that's the one that we love to use post-gym for the little refresh. So Amanda, I will let you do the honors.
Yes, thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on, and I think we're going to use the fast mode. So we're going to check out what it can do, how it feels, and I've saturated her hair. We have a nice dampness going on. So it's like, you know, post getting out of the shower, you do a little, you know, tap with your towel, kind of get all that like the
little towel, a little baby towel dry.
Little baby towel dry. And then you just pop on your halo. I'm going to turn it on to fast mode. I can hear it going. And we're just going to do a little.
Wow.
I mean, I can already see, even as I'm doing this myself and I feel it on my hand, it's not hot like a normal hairdryer. You know, where it's that really harsh heat. How is it feeling? Okay. Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
So it's like, it's that difference. And it's like I already see it.
I know. It's so like
we're
it's so
doing its magic.
So comfortable, so relaxing. I can see the light actually hitting.
Yes.
Now it's a little bit hard to see because we have studio lights here, but I can see it up close. It's this really, really pretty sort of iridescent glowy effect that the halo has. You can see all these really sort of beautiful colors. There's lots of different colors. There's some greens, some yellows, some blues, some pinks, and it sort of changes as you use it too. Again, that's mimicking that sort of early sunrise. So I can see that glowing effect on her hair.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's such a beautiful halo too.
Yeah.
That design is so beautiful. And like, I already see her hair is dry. It's not hot. Like I'm touching it. It's like it's like, it's not hot to the touch.
Yeah,
it's not
at all.
anything like that. Yeah. So that's what I love about, you're not going to get that burning sensation on your scalp. You're not going to be getting that like burning sensation on your ears or like anything like that. You're just going to get a nice, you're evaporating the moisture on the outside, but you're maintaining the integrity of, the moisture on the inside of your hair, of the cuticle. So you're going to be keeping that intact. So you're going to really be getting that hair health. Those benefits from that is really like where it's at. And you're going to be increasing your shine. You're going to be, look at that. Nice, sleek.
Amazing.
And it's like, again, it doesn't feel hot. You know, when you use a hairdryer, it doesn't feel It like that heat lasts.
And
you know,
you see, you used it on this side, and it's the same.
Yeah,
it's nice and cool.
Yeah.
None of that extra heat stays in there.
No,
and for me, that
nice
heat can be really harsh actually on my scalp. I have a really sensitive scalp. So I love that, like, it's nice and cool to the touch, but you will the warming effect comes more so from sort of the halo. It just makes it a pleasant experience.
Right, exactly. Because it's like, how many times have I used a hairdryer where I have to like,
I know,
take a break, take a step back because it's so hot on your head, and you're just like,
so hot.
This is not what I signed up for or wanted, and it kind of like prolongs the experience. And it's like, again, you want your experience from beginning to end to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
So you want to be using something on your hair that gives you a nice, refreshing, kind of quick, nice dry without burning your scalp or your hair. And again, you don't want to be getting any brittleness or anything going on with harsh heat. So
I was gonna say, Tori, can I try this side?
Oh my God,
amazing.
Yes.
Okay, all right,
yes.
I'm up to bat here.
Yes.
I just love using it, honestly. So
it is. It's so fun to use. It's quite the experience. You have the different settings that you can choose from fast, soft, cool. Again, we were talking about how cool is great for a quick refresh. My post gym, I need something to like spruce me up a little bit. This is where it's at.
Yeah.
It's so convenient. And again, it's the benefits that go along with using this that I think are amazing. You're going to get stronger hair. You're going to get shinier hair.
Yeah.
It's going to be smoother. And you're just going to get all of these benefits by using this halo because of the innovation behind the technology. Now, I would probably say the most question that I get is, Like, what makes it so different? And again, like, you're right. I'm sitting here watching this halo. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. And it's the technology behind the halo that really does it. The spatial light modulation technology is completely unique to Zuvi. And that is where they're kind of changing the game when it comes to hair dryers, because it's taking inspiration from nature. It's kind of like when you go outside and you're like on a run and it's nice sun, light sun, and it dries your hair naturally. That's the experience that they have channeled into this hair dryer, into the halo.
Right. And you guys can probably see it here from this angle,
Yeah.
right? You see that?
Gorgeous.
This is the fast. I'm going to go ahead, Amanda, and I'm going to switch it to the soft.
Yeah. And you can hear it changing. You can see the halo when it switches from the different settings. The halo, the light will shut off if you're using cool. And again, it just depends on what your needs are. And that's what I love so much about it.
Yeah.
Again, it's the inspiration from nature, kind of taking that experience of having your hair being dried naturally and channeling it into a hair dryer. So no more harsh heat, no more burning scalps, no more burning ears. My ears are so sensitive. They get so red.
I know. And now I'm going to go ahead and switch it to the cool.
Yeah.
So it increases
So you
a
can
little
see
bit.
that the halo has
The halo's off.
The colors change.
The colors change. Okay.
Now because now we're in the cool.
Right.
So, and again, so you're still getting they've channeled obviously the sun with the halo, with that spatial light technology, and then with the air that's being pumped out is kind of channeling the wind in a sense. So again, when you're outside, you're getting the sun and the wind that naturally evaporates and kind of whisks the water away, right? So you're not applying extremely harsh heat to your hair to where you're causing damage and breakage, and essentially you're and again, by using the halo, I want to take a look at this. By using the halo, you're going to be seeing those benefits shortly after continual use. You're going to be getting the benefits of shinier hair. You're going to be getting the benefits of stronger, smoother hair.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it.
I know. And we really hit it with a couple different types of the modes here.
Yeah.
We started with the fast, and then we did the soft.
Yes.
Which again is great for kids, right?
Great for kids.
Yeah.
They really have thought of a lot of different things with this, because they also have a child lock on there that's great for kids. They actually have a bunch of safety features that they've implemented. That's another question that I get a lot is it safe? Because when you think of hair dryers, they're hot. Things can happen. Again, safe for your scalp, for your hair. Hair dryers can get left on.
Yeah.
Obviously, with the halo, with the light, they're asking if it's safe for your eyes, if it's UV safe.
Right.
They have really thought of so many different things when it comes to safety, because they have 18 different safety design features in this.
Wow.
Yeah. So
oh my gosh.
One of them being the child lock. So it's perfect for if you have kids. Switch that on and you're off to the races.
Yeah.
Like,
now we didn't I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is do a little sort of end demonstration here.
Yes.
Focused a little bit more on the roots. Now
Same.
for me, actually, I think it varies for people. For me, the roots are the hardest to dry. So that's why I always show, right? It's like it targets the root, but the ends I think are also really important, right? Because some people's ends can be so dry that they actually soak up more moisture.
Yes.
So it's harder to dry them.
That's
so
correct.
let's do a little end
demonstration.
And
And again,
nice and wet.
yes.
Here.
And when you're using this, again, you're going to be drying your hair. You're going to be getting that drying feature without burning, without that harsh heat. You're still going to get that warmth.
Yeah.
Because it is channeling the sun with that technology. So it's emulating that. So you're going to get that warmth to dry your hair without the burning, because, when we were using it and I was touching your scalp, it wasn't hot. I wasn't like, and the last thing we want to do is be burning our scalp or anything like that. So.
And see, this is nice. I really kind of soaked it down there.
Nice and wet. Yeah.
So here we go. We'll do the fast.
We're going to do the fast one.
Tori,
Yes.
you like the fast? Yeah. Great.
And again,
There we
Tori
go.
has the perfect hair for the Zuvi Halo. It's perfect for those with short hair and for children. It's perfect for me and Noelle for like a quick refresh post gym. That's what I love it for, is that, you know, a little bit of sweat along the hairline. It really takes care of it. But again, Tori has the perfect hair for the Zuvi Halo.
Amanda, what about battery life?
So battery life, so it does last around 19 minutes, or like 8 to 12 minutes on fast mode, but then it recharges fully within 19 minutes. So it really has a perfect circle to kind of continue for your usage.
Yeah.
And then one of the other things that I really like about it, again, is that it's portable because it's cordless, right? So it's like, here we are, we're able to pass it between us. I was able to do this side, you're doing it over there. It's kind of I love being free.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I just love being able to like move around with it. And again, because it's cordless, you can take it anywhere, you can use it anywhere. The Zuvi comes with a charging dock and a charging cord. It also comes with drying tips inside.
Oh.
There's a little pamphlet with some drying tips.
Right.
Because how you normally would dry your hair, it's different with the Zuvi.
Right.
So your whole experience is going to change. You're going to have a different sensation because your head is not going to be hot to touch anymore, which is what you're used to. Because again, the water is being whisked away and evaporated on the outer layer.
Wow.
So it's going to be cooler to touch. So it has some tips in there for you to kind of help you through the process.
Yeah.
And again, game
Amanda,
changing.
you've got to see this. Look at the shine on that.
Look at that.
The shine.
Is
I know
gorgeous.
it's a little bit hard for you guys to see here, but the shine is amazing.
That shine is real.
And I mean, how many minutes did I just, all of 2 minutes
2?
maybe?
Yeah.
To get that area, that one section, guys, I got this, I really sprayed it down, especially the ends here, right? Our ends can tend to soak up a lot of extra moisture and they can be harder to dry if your ends are a little bit drier.
Right.
And look at how quickly it
Look at that.
an amazing shine too. We've got nice lift here on the top.
A little bit of volume
which I love.
and that shine.
Give that to you. I know. How you feeling, Tori? Great. Good.
Nice
Amazing.
and refreshed.
Nice
I
and refreshed.
love it so much. Again,
Yeah.
it's so convenient.
Yeah.
It's so great. It's so easy to use.
Yeah.
It feels nice.
It does feel nice. I know,
Yeah.
especially for the scalp. I mean, I mentioned this. I have a little bit of a more sensitive scalp.
Right.
Tori, is your scalp a little more sensitive, or it can be? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it really is great for people that have a sensitive scalp, especially kids out there. A lot of kids tend to have really delicate, scalps that you really don't think about. You don't think about the fact, right? That's the area that we tend to not really think about or even protect. But like, you get sunburned on your scalp, it hurts. It's bad.
Hurts.
Yeah.
Been there. Ugh.
So when you have a traditional hairdryer, applying that direct heat that's so severe can kind of mimic the same effects of the sun, right? Of having a sunburn. And that's when you get a lot of that drying, that flakiness that comes, right? Because you're stripping your scalp of those natural oils that it needs to really kind of self-regulate. And then also what's great is you don't have to wash your hair as much.
Exactly.
Because with the Zuvi, right, you're not stripping those oils out. And so your hair retains those nice natural oils. It's not feeling like it has to overcompensate, like it has to put more oil right at the root to kind of keep it all sort of lubricated, sort of nice, and you kind of trick it almost in a way.
Right. Exactly.
It's super interesting. So I'm one of those people that for years I have gotten into the habit of over shampooing, of over showering, right? It's like I always do that. And really at the end of the day, all that's doing is taking more moisture out of my hair.
And we're spending more money on products. We're running through products. And it's like, I'm trying to maintain moisture in my hair. And what I'm ended up doing is the complete opposite.
Yeah.
And again, from start to finish, you want to be using products that are just going to, take you where you want with your hair health. And it's the Zuvi incorporated into that routine really takes it to the next level, and it's only going to enhance your routine. And that's why I love it so much.
I love that too. We get a lot of customers that come in here, thing that they've never seen before. A lot of people actually don't totally know what to make of it, right? Because it kind of does mimic the shape and design of a traditional hairdryer,
right?
But they're so thrown by the halo.
I'm thinking maybe we should do a top over and we can turn it on.
Yeah, let's do that.
So then they can see exactly
Check this
how.
out, you guys.
So it's like, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And when I turn it on, there it goes. Ooh, look at that shine right there. I love that. But see, the halo is on right now. So you can see it. It's working
so
right now.
beautiful.
And it is, the air is blowing. It is warm. Again, I love it when it catches that glisten. So I just turned it down a notch so you can see it changed its speed. You can hear it a little bit.
Yep.
And then the light itself. And then if I went to cool, the light turns off.
Got it.
So
Okay.
that's how you see it's kind of doing its thing between each mode. And again, the halo, go ahead and shut it off. The halo is so unique.
Yeah.
It's like it's so unique to Zuvi, to any hairdryer. It's like nothing you've ever seen. And it's so beautiful. And it, again, Zuvi states that it replicates the brilliance of an early sunrise. It doesn't get any better than that.
I know.
It really doesn't.
Really. And I love too, I mean, this is guys, this is not just a stand. Actually, this is the charging stand.
Yes.
So when you plug this in, this is how you're going to charge your Zuvi. I love that it sits upright. No more like wrapping your cord around.
Yep.
Right. And really destroying your hair dryer. It sits up just like this and takes up such little counter space. Let's show you guys from the top down.
Oh,
just
yeah.
what this looks like. So see how small this is?
It's so skinny.
It's real. I mean, look at it next to my hand.
Right.
It is literally the size of my hand. It's so tiny. It's so small and thin. So it takes up no counter space, and then the Zuvi itself just sits in there perfectly.
Right. So it's perfect for any countertop.
Yeah.
Fits in any
really,
bathroom.
Really, truly. It's honestly there's really nothing bad to say about it.
No, because it's helping your hair.
Yep.
You're going to get those benefits by switching over and using this hairdryer because of the innovative technology behind
Right.
it. You're going to get stronger hair, smoother hair, shinier hair, all the things we all strive for.
Yes.
Of course. It's also,
Tori's hair,
right?
nice and
Exactly.
shiny
Nice and
here.
shiny and beautiful. And it's also 5 times more energy efficient
Wow.
than traditional.
5 times?
5 times
Oh my
than
gosh.
traditional
Okay.
heating devices. So it's like win-win.
Yeah.
On
win-win.
on all
win-win,
sides.
Win-win.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and it's cordless.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Let me show you guys really quickly. I'm going to take the store cam so I can show you guys. If you're in the Bay Area,
Yes.
come on down to our Palo Alto location. Let me show you here where the Zuvi Halo is in our store. So check this out. Come with me here before we head back on into the studio. Guys, we have the Zuvi Halo right out here. This is sort of in our lifestyle section. It's over here. You can literally take it onto the floor here at the store, turn it on, and just blow dry your hair, and bring a friend, literally, and then hand it to your friend. Look at this.
Gonna take it over here because you can take it
pass the
anywhere.
baton.
That's the best thing about this is that
Yes.
you can take it anywhere. I could walk down the street and just dry my hair.
I
if
feel
I
like we were
choose.
in a hair drying like race where I just passed it off
Oh,
to
yeah,
you.
like a ton.
It's so amazing. The freedom that comes with not having a cord attached to your hairdryer, Amanda, it's like nothing we've ever experienced.
Right, exactly. It's giving you that convenience. I love things that are convenient to me.
Yeah.
I love things that make my life easier.
Yeah.
And that's what the Zuvi does. So it's like you're getting that hair health, it's more energy efficient, and it's only wonderful, amazing things wrapped up in this beautiful design. It's
Yeah.
so sleek. It feels so nice in your hands. It's light. A bunch of questions I get is like, oh, is it heavy? It is not. It
Yeah.
feels so good in your hands. It's so easy to handle. And it's like, again, it's perfect for upping your hair care routine.
Absolutely. Yes. Keeping it nice and healthy. And seriously, guys, not only can you head on into our Palo Alto location, but you can really go up to any of our locations across the country. We also have stores internationally too. So definitely head on into your local b8ta store to check it out in person for yourself. And like I said, right
Love
here
it.
at Palo Alto, you can literally walk right in, come straight here, check it out, try it out. We highly encourage it. Walk around the store with it. We've got amazing products here for you to check out literally while you dry your hair. Come in with wet hair, honestly.
Yes, and try it out for yourself
Get
because,
caught in the
again,
rain.
it's the experience
Yeah.
of it all.
Yeah.
It really is the experience of using it, seeing the halo in person,
Yes.
being hands-on, feeling exactly what it does.
Yeah.
Come hang out. Come
Yeah.
play around with it. That's what it's here for you to get that hands-on experience.
Yes, and we are nearing the time of our giveaway.
We are.
So should we head back into the studio?
Yes,
I think
let's head back
almost
in.
time here.
Yes.
We'll rejoin Tori here in the studio.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited
to
for
give
someone
one away.
Yes, for someone to win this Zuvi Halo, because again, it's changing the game when it comes to hair dryers.
Yes.
It's changing everything you thought you knew. So I'm so excited for someone to be able to get their hands on it. And you can find out more about it on our website, b8ta.com, and you can purchase one for yourself.
That's right.
As well, or for friends, family, anything like that. Again, it's the perfect addition to your new routine.
Yes.
It's from top to bottom, everything's going to change. The way that you dry your hair is going to change. The way your hair looks and feels is going to change.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
New year, new hair drying routine.
Right, exactly. It's like, why not bump it up a little bit?
Yeah.
Again, you want to take care of yourself, take care of your hair. It's really the best way to go. So I think we have Michelle on with us, and she is going to be announcing the winner. Hi,
Hey, Michelle.
Hi, girls. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing great.
So awesome.
So I have the winner for you. Are you guys ready?
We are ready. Okay, wait. Drum roll.
So let's congrats Danielle Lynn from Instagram. She's from New York. Congratulations, Danielle.
Danielle, congratulations
Yay.
from New York. You just won a Zuvi Halo cordless hairdryer.
That's so exciting. Congratulations, Danielle. You
Yes.
are going to love your Zuvi.
Yes, so much.
I am so jealous. I wish I could get one myself.
I know. It's just too good, honestly. And Michelle, tell us a little bit more about, some of the giveaways that people can get in on at b8ta.com and on Instagram too.
Yeah. If you guys keep an eye out on Instagram, we're going to have a whole bunch of giveaways for the holidays. Zuvi was just one of them that decided to join really early on. We have a few more coming up, but you'll have to check out our Instagram to know which ones.
I love it so much. Who doesn't love a giveaway?
I know. It just feels so fun.
Right,
Like, especially
exactly.
this time of year. Right, Michelle? We love giving away things.
I love it. It's perfect for the holidays.
So amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you guys for having me.
Yes, of course. And don't forget, come into stores as well and grab your Zuvi Halo, because we got them. Go on to b8ta.com. You can buy your Zuvi Halo there. Grab one for everyone you know.
Yes, definitely. And congrats to Danielle in New York.
Congrats,
Your
Danielle.
hair is going to be looking fabulous. I feel like you're going to hit the streets of New York, strut your stuff, feel amazing.
Love it.
It's going to be so good.
Love it so much. So thanks again, Michelle.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Bye,
bye,
Michelle.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for
Me
Danielle
too.
to win.
Yes.
It's such a fun, amazing prize.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a great prize, truly. Like and truly, you guys, if you have someone out there in your life that you know would love the Zuvi, don't wait. Buy it now for them. It's the perfect time. The holidays are literally 2 seconds away.
Right.
So buy it for your friends, your family members, anybody in your life that you know would love it. Because they're going to feel like a winner every day that they wake up and they use the Zuvi. They're
Right.
truly going to feel like they won the lottery, because it just is such a great experience, and it's so freeing too.
It is so freeing. I love it so much. And again, your hair could be shiny and beautiful and glorious, just like Tori's right here.
I know.
Again.
Tori, you have been such an amazing model.
Yes.
We know that you have tons of work to do.
Yes,
here,
we will let
being
you
the
go.
general manager.
Thank you so much for
Thanks
being
for
our
joining
model
us today.
Look at how shiny her
I
hair
know.
is. I love it
Yes.
so much. So shiny, so beautiful.
Yeah. We've got customers out here. If we take the floor cam, everybody's hanging out, having a great time, right?
Exactly.
Hey,
Showing off how
everyone.
beautiful.
Getting
Tori-
compliments already.
Exactly.
It's so good.
I love it so much.
It's so much fun. I was going to say, too, I honestly feel like maybe I might need a little. Do you want to do a little demo on my ends here, Amanda?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let me hand over. I'm gonna sit in the beauty chair now.
Oh my
We did
gosh.
a little zhuzh on my roots earlier, right?
Let's do the ends.
Yeah, let's do the ends.
Let's do the ends. Let me grab.
And I'm so sorry if you're seeing how many split ends I have right now.
Oh,
It's
no.
like it's out of control.
Okay.
But the Zuvi really does help with that, again, guys, that hair health, that breakage. If you're someone that experiences breakage like me, this is really going to help to seal in the moisture, especially at the ends. And also, there's not going to be any of that fraying, any of that heat damage. I was telling them earlier, Amanda, too, that like I especially with products, I've spent a lot of money specifically on heat protectants. And
yeah.
a lot of them have not really done their job. And I think that's because traditional hair dryers, the heat intensity is so much so that really, even if you use a heat protectant, it just can't handle the heat of a traditional hair dryer at all.
The heat of a traditional hair dryer, it's so harsh.
Yeah.
It's just too harsh for your hair. And
Yeah.
it's like you take the proper precautions, to be gentle with your hair and make sure that you're keeping the moisture in there as much
Right.
as you can.
Right.
But then you're going through more product, or you're having to shampoo more because you're adding in more product, and it really is just this like vicious cycle that you find
Totally.
yourself in.
Yeah.
And so it's like you want to be able again to thank you.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna start on the fast mode.
Okay, I love the
well.
halo. Give
I
me
know,
all the
right?
fast modes.
It's like the halo is just so gorgeous.
Yeah.
That it's just, again, it's not like anything we've seen before.
Yeah.
In a hairdryer. And like, so as I'm doing it right now, my hand is in line with the heat. It's fine. It's not burning.
Yeah.
It's not super hot.
I
And that's what I
know.
love about it so much, is that, again, it's like perfect for your hair health.
Perfect temp.
It's a perfect temperature. It's not going to burn your scalp. It's not going to
Yeah.
burn your skin or anything like that. And
Yeah.
again, it's going very fast, which is, hey, we're on fast mode. So it's like I'm already, and as I'm feeling your hair is cool. Like
Wow.
it doesn't feel hot to touch.
Yeah.
Which is one of the main features that I love so much about it, is that
so wild.
again, it's mimicking as if you were outside in nature, and the moisture is just getting whisked away
A whisked away.
with the wind,
love
and
that.
then evaporated on the outside. The moisture is being evaporated on the outer layer,
Right.
like if the sun rays were hitting you, but your internal moisture is being maintained, so you're not going to be drying your hair out from the inside out.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me change to the soft now.
The other thing too, Amanda, as we were talking about heat, I remember too, something that I experience, I don't know if anyone out there experiences this too, but when I dry my hair, if I have like a necklace on or a piece of jewelry on that conducts heat, right, that actually, the heat from the dryer, the hair dryer transfers onto that piece of jewelry, and I actually have ended up burning myself. Yeah.
Not good.
Because the heat, right, it heats up that piece of jewelry, and so
Right.
then it'll burn your skin. Same with earrings. Anything that I'm wearing, when it gets when that heat hits it, oh my gosh, it hurts. It really hurts. We talked about our skin,
Right.
feeling burnt, but also if you've got any sort of jewelry on, necklaces, things like that, when the heat hits it, it will definitely heat up and hurt you. And also, wait, I'm sorry. Are you already done?
I am. Look
Are
at
you
that.
serious?
Look at that shine. I wish you could see this shine right here
On the-
that is happening right here towards your ends.
Wow.
It's just like, I'm so jealous. It's just like nice and shiny, and it like looks, you want that shine. You want it to look healthy.
Yeah,
You got that
yeah.
nice, healthy shine
That
to
healthy
it.
look.
And I am already done. And again, as I'm feeling your hair, it feels cool to touch, because again, you're not using that insanely harsh heat on your hair, so it's not
Right.
going to be hot.
Right.
You're not going to touch it and be like,
I love
"Ugh."
that.
Yeah. So again, it's so shiny.
It is so shiny. Oh my gosh, I can see it too. I can
Right?
see it from here too.
of how
And
shiny
it
it is.
feels so nice and like frizz free. That's my biggest concern,
Right.
is the frizz. The other thing too that I noticed, that that, you know, we've talked about here today during our takeover is that you brushed my hair quickly before, right? You started before you wet it down, and then also after, but you didn't need to use the brush to do any smoothing.
I did not.
This will really, you can use without like a brown brush or a paddle brush.
Right,
to
exactly.
style.
Yep, and that's one of the added.
This is so good.
I know, right? It's just like so, I can see.
And it's cool. It's cool to the touch too for me. Yeah. So I'm not burning myself. I mean, honestly, guys, you can see, I mean, the difference here, right? It's like nice and like smooth. And then this is just a little
sleek.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I see. And that's the thing. My, you know, I tend to have a lot of trouble drying my hair quickly at the root.
Right.
But at the end, what I have trouble with is keeping it smooth and contained.
Yes.
That's what's hard for me with the ends.
Yeah. And that's why this is perfect. Because again, you can help with that styling process without frying your hair.
Right.
And adding that really, again, we want to stray away from adding harsh heat under our hair as much as possible.
Yeah.
So by using this, you're able to kind of, if you do need a quick refresh or a style or anything like that, you don't have to worry about that harsh heat aspect.
Yeah.
So that's my huge main concern with my hair. It's like, I don't want to be adding on any more harsh heat than I need to. But so now with the Zuvi, because they've completely eliminated that with their technology behind it, you can use it whenever you need.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And gosh, Amanda, that was like so relaxing. Do you want to sit and I'll do your ends here, or
you're going to pamper me?
Yeah,
now?
I'm going to pamper
Let's
you
do
because
it.
we have talked, guys, if you're joining us live, this is the Zuvi takeover for the last, couple hours here. We've been live on our set. We're literally coming to you live right now. We just did a giveaway, but we've been talking all about the Zuvi Halo cordless hair dryer and kind of doing these little demos here on the set so you can really see how quickly and effectively it's able to dry your hair with its Halo technology. This is titanium. These are 120
layers
of
of titanium coating.
Yep, are mimicking the sun's natural rays and using that same sort of evaporation process the sun uses to lift water molecules and to dry the ground. It's drying your hair in the same exact way. So again, if you're joining us live for the first time, welcome to the program. We just did a giveaway, but you guys can get your very own Zuvi Halo here on b8ta.com. If you're not already on the product page, you can purchase it right now. A great gift idea for the holidays.
A great gift idea.
Yeah.
And what's so cool is that the technology behind the Halo is completely unique to Zuvi.
Yeah.
So this is the only product on the market that is going to, again, give you that, it's going to dry your hair in a way that it's never done before.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so cool that in the box they have drying tips as well, because again, we're so used to applying harsh heat and kind of like that experience that this experience that you have with the Zuvi is not anywhere in that ballpark.
Yeah.
So it's going to completely change the way that you dry your hair. And again, it's the experience. It's all about the experience.
And guys, if we take the top down, Amanda, if you lean forward, I just want to show everyone kind of your ends here.
Yes.
Look at how, right? I've really kind of sprayed it down. There we go.
There it
so you guys can see a little bit of the before and after. It really is. So I'm going to turn on, you want the fast mode, right? Maybe we'll go through the three. There are 3 modes. There's a fast, a soft, and a cool.
Yeah.
And the fast is the one, check this out, with the Halo. And that's what you see right there on the screen.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah. I love it too. If you are a parent out there, if you've got a kid and you are getting them ready for school and part of the routine is to get them in the shower or get them in the bath in the morning and then to blow dry their hair.
Oh yeah.
The Zuvi Halo is really going to help them kind of calm down, I think, which is great, right? The Halo has like this really nice warming effect to it. So they're going to actually want you to blow dry their hair, but also for you, you can walk around the house with them. You can chase them around the house because there's no cord. Amazing.
I love it being cordless. It's so convenient. And this feels so nice.
I know. Doesn't it feel nice?
It feels so nice.
I was going to say,
because again, it's not pamper me. Because again, it's not like it's not that like harsh heat that I'm so used to with a traditional hairdryer. Right. So it's a very like luxurious experience.
Right.
And again, being cordless, the convenience of taking it wherever you need, can't get any better.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
I'm not even using a brush or anything on this. I'm just taking my fingers and I'm just letting the Zuvi do its thing of the work here. It's going to be so quick. that we get the dryness.
And again, it is evaporating the moisture on the outer layer of my hair, but maintaining the integrity of the moisture internally. So my hair is not being dried out at all. So I'm going to have nice, sleek, beautiful hair. It's going to be cool to the touch, but it's going to be dry because again, it's mimicking the sun. Zuvi talks about how it replicates the brilliance of an early sunrise. And again, like when you step outside and you're letting the sun's natural rays evaporate the water and maybe the wind helps kind of whisk away some of the moisture as well, that is being emulated with the Zuvi Halo. So again, inspired by nature.
Yeah.
And it also is 5 times more energy efficient. So it's also for nature because we're saving energy as well.
Wow. Amanda, you sound
love
like a scientist.
Do I? I love it. I just love it so much. I'm like, I love it so much.
You're a hair scientist.
Well, the cool thing about Zuvi.
There we go. I know. Let me give it
Oh
a
my
little bit of a
gosh.
brush, and then we'll show you guys
That was fast.
the after. I know, right?
My hair normally takes so long. I feel like I'm always standing forever.
Yeah.
My arm gets tired, and it's just like it's not
Me
a fun.
too.
It's not a fun experience.
Right.
But that's why I love the Zuvi so much, is because it changes the experience that is not enjoyable by most, and it makes it enjoyable.
Yeah.
So again, it's like making something that is normally monotonous, like not.
Yeah.
I love it so
There we
much.
go.
And
Amanda, check this out. I'm going to have you sort of lean forward here. So, guys, this was the exact piece of hair that I had sprayed down completely. Look at the shine on that.
That's not my hair.
Yes, it is.
It's
And that's just water. That's not even like any sort of conditioning agents on there. Amanda, you have amazing. Well, you have amazing hair to start with,
Oh, well,
but the
thank you.
shine there, I just love that it got it so nice and dry.
Right. And
like,
shiny. I'm like, that's not me.
in just a matter of minutes.
This feels so nice.
Doesn't it feel good?
It feels really nice too. It feels
It's like
sleek.
salon quality.
Yes.
You know, I know that. Remember when
love
going
it.
in to get blowouts was like a huge
my gosh,
thing, and it's still a
yes.
huge thing. A lot of people like to go in on a weekly basis to get their hair actually blown out with those hair dryers. I mean, you guys can achieve that same thing and even better. Maintaining the integrity there. I love how you put that. Do your own sort of blowouts at home with the Zuvi Halo. You're going to get the same results, but your hair is actually going to be healthier in the long run because you're not applying any of that damaging heat to it.
Exactly. I can't stop touching my
Yeah,
hair.
I know. I know.
Like, it's so shiny.
Yeah.
It feels so nice. Again, it's cool. Like, normally after I dry my hair's hot to touch.
Yes.
For a while
Yes.
afterwards. And
Same.
so it's not at all. And I love that because, again, it's more of a natural experience, which is what I love about the technology behind it to begin with.
Me too.
They've really thought of everything from the technology to the design to the safety features, kind of all of those things. They put in so much time with research and development, and it's so apparent.
Yeah.
And it's just like they've created this beautiful, user-friendly hairdryer that, again, it's going to up your hair care routine.
Yeah.
It's the must-have, like, addition.
Oh, totally. You know, I gotta say, I mean, I've had my hair this length for, gosh, it's probably been about a year now. It took me a while to get it long, but as soon as I get it long, I want to chop it all off, you know?
You're like, I'm ready for a change.
And honestly, if you guys don't be surprised if you see me walk it back into the b8ta studio next week with just a completely new haircut. I feel so like empowered to be able to style my hair if I were to, you know, go a little bit shorter. For me, actually going shorter, I love it because it looks cute, but sometimes because I have thicker hair and a little bit wavier hair, it can get even more out of control.
Okay.
Because a lot of the weight tends to move upward.
Okay. Yeah.
So with my longer hair, what's nice is that like the weight kind of falls down. So it's a little bit easier to style, but I feel like if I were to cut it again, I just feel like I could really maintain sort of that smooth shape that I'm always looking for with the Zuvi.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you said it yourself. It's very much equivalent to that blowout that you get in the salon, but at home and on your own time at the convenience of your own, and the convenience of your own home, all those kind of things. So, I mean, I'm gonna see you come in next time.
I know,
and you're
right? I'm gonna
see
come
it in
in
your
after
face.
the holidays and just be a completely new person. Speaking of the holidays, Amanda, how is your holiday shopping going?
Great.
Is it?
No.
Oh. I was gonna say, I was like, wow, you are my hero.
I mean, yes, family. I have everything.
All
If you're
the
watching,
gifts, you're all getting Zuvi halos.
yes, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not a terrible gift
No,
at all.
it's-
That's an amazing gift.
It's an amazing gift. I know I have not done any of my shopping. As we were walking around in the store, I'm like, I have everything on my list.
Yes.
And I need to really just get on it. But it's so easy here at b8ta because we've got literally the world's most innovative products here on the floor at our fingertips. So for me, I'm like, I could go out there and shop anytime.
Yes.
You can shop online. You guys can buy the Zuvi Halo right now online too. If you're not already on the product page, just go over there, add it to your cart. Actually, I think it's a buy now. Just click buy now and you will have it there, go to your cart, and you can check out in seconds, which is amazing. But yeah, I am really excited for the holidays. I'm also excited for the new year. Do you have any resolutions for the new year?
I think my resolutions for the new year are to kind of, I always tell myself I'm going to put self-care kind of, you know, but things fall out the wayside. You know, I'm always like, I'm going to get my skincare routine in, or I'm going to do, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I think I'm really going to focus on that for the new year resolution and make sure that I stick to it.
Self-care.
Self-care.
Love that.
Starting with the Zuvi.
Yeah. Yes, this really is like ultimate self-care.
Right. It's the perfect addition to your self-care routine. But
Yes.
any resolutions on your end?
You know, I really think for me, I just want to be present in 2022.
I love that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I really want to set that intention that I'm going to be present, especially, you know, in times where things can be a little bit more crazy. I feel like I am kind of that person that's rushing all the time.
Yes.
Even when I don't mean to be. It's like there's just so many things going on. And so I'd really love to take a second to just be present, to be more intentional about how I'm spending my time, and to kind of slow down overall.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like actually those two go hand in hand.
They do really go hand in hand.
And really with the Zuvi, it's like you're getting that self-care like you talked about. And for me, the Zuvi does like that halo effect. I don't know what it does. It puts me in a trance, you guys. I have to say.
It's such, again, the design behind me, it's mesmerizing.
I know. I was going to say, you are standing in the halo, Amanda, here.
I love it so much. It's just like, again, it is so mesmerizing to look at. It's this nice calming sensation
it's super
also
calming.
when you use it. So it just creates this really nice, relaxing, enjoyable experience versus when I normally dry my hair and my scalp is burning.
And
right. That's not enjoyable.
Right. You know, I love doing my makeup. Obviously, you and I we're here on camera, so we have to love doing our makeup because we do our makeup quite a bit. And there are a lot of times where in the morning, I jump like right out of bed, get in the shower. I could sort of towel dry my hair. And the first thing I want to do is actually do my makeup because I get excited about doing my makeup, about changing it up. And with traditional hair dryers, I can't really do that because if I apply any heat to my makeup, it's like my face melts off.
Right.
So with this,
Yes.
and I know a lot of people that they will do their hair first before they do their makeup because they know if they apply any heat to their face, it's just going to be like just slip and slide down.
It undoes everything that you've just done.
Yeah. With the Zuvi, I feel like I can do my makeup first, like I like to, because it takes me a lot longer to do my makeup than to do my hair.
Yeah.
So yeah, and especially with the Zuvi, I mean, it cut down on the time. You cut down on the time,
right?
It's so quick. It's so powerful.
Yes, and so I also love that because that just goes in hand with how. This being cordless, how flexible it is. It's really, you know, it gives you the flexibility in your routine to kind of now play around with the process in which you do it. And then you can do it from anywhere
From anywhere.
Because it's cordless, which again, I love it.
Honestly, I'm going to go to my local coffee shop and be like, hey, don't be alarmed if I come in here
with a hairdryer. I'm running a little late this morning.
Yeah. But you mentioned that like you will even put it in your car.
Oh, absolutely. So I will have it.
You'll have it charged up.
Have it charged up, and I'll keep it in my gym bag.
Wow.
Yep. And because it's perfect, because it's like I tend to cram pack my schedule.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I'll be going from one thing to the next back to back. And
Yeah.
I still want to incorporate my gym routine in there and stuff. And maybe I don't have time for a full shampoo, wash, hair dry, like kind of thing.
It takes a long time.
It takes a long time. And it's like, I tend to just to get, especially it's just like right around my hairline.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where this comes in, because I can just whip it out and I can bring it into the gym with me. I can even do it in my car if I need to.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's so easy and it's so convenient. So
Yeah.
that's what I love. Also, if you're traveling, you can take it with you. It's perfect. It's small. It's light. It's perfect to take on the go. Like maybe you have, I know that I travel a lot, and sometimes I have really long layovers, long travel days. And sometimes my flights get in, maybe at 8 a.m., but I can't get into my hotel or where I'm staying until like 4 p.m.
Right.
And I'm like feeling a little, I've been on a plane all day. I feel a little, pull this out. It gives you a little refresh.
Yeah.
So you're getting that portableness, quick refresh on the go, as well as kind
Yeah.
of all the other amazing benefits behind it. So, so many different things.
So many different things
With it.
I know. Truly, I'm so excited for people to try this out, to use it in the new year. Again, new year, new hair routine.
Yep.
Really just new. I think like that's another thing I'd love to do, is kind of revamp my morning and evening routine. Because again, I get stuck in this rut where I'm rushing. I'm not taking time to slow down and really think about that. So if you're out there and you're watching, and that's maybe a goal of yours too, let's do that together. And why not start now? Actually, why not? I'm not even gonna wait for the new year. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna use the Zuvi right in the morning to get kind of those, just that little refresh that I need, and just kind of sit in the halo and let it just make me feel warm and fuzzy inside.
Right? And enjoy the experience.
Yeah.
It adds
It's
to
an
your
experience.
right, and it like adds. You won't dread drying your hair.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Right?
I know.
Because it's like, I'm like, I have to wash my hair and I have to dry it.
I
Okay,
know.
and it's such an ordeal, but not with the Zuvi Halo. It's
Yeah.
like you're not gonna have that, feeling of, ugh, okay,
Yeah.
I have to do this. Instead, it's like a nice, luxurious experience to your routine, which it's like, sign me up.
Yes.
I love it so much.
Go like sit on the couch, watch a movie, hang out, right? Hang out with people. Take this with you and do it while you do something else, so that you can actually really enjoy, drying your hair. I feel the same way.
Right.
I mean, it's weird because it's not something that I consciously think about, where I'm like, ugh, I don't want to go blow dry my hair. But every time I go to blow dry my hair, I'm always like, I hate this.
Right. And it's such a process for me. It takes forever.
It's a process.
Afterwards, because when you use the traditional hair dryer, it's like before it would be like my hair would be hot and then it would be a little bit frizzy and all this. And so it's like, it's a process to go through it and it takes time. So I would literally plan my schedule around having to do that.
Yeah.
Because of all these other factors that kind of led into it.
Right.
But I don't have to worry about that with the Zuvi.
Yeah. I know. You guys, seriously, I mean, you've said it here. It's a game changer for you, for your hair, for your kid, for anyone in your life that has shorter hair. It's ideal for shorter hair. You guys can get in on it literally right now here on b8ta.com. You can purchase it on our website, but you can also come into any of our b8ta stores and try it out yourself. We're here at our Palo Alto location, so you can come on down here or really any of our stores and try it for yourself and really feel the effects of that halo. That titanium technology is going to make you feel really good.
It really is. And again, it's the technology behind it is unique to Zuvi, so you won't see it anywhere else. And with the Zuvi Halo, it's going to change your hair care routine. It's going to change everything about it.
Lots of hair flips in our future.
Yeah, I know, right? We all love shinier, healthier, stronger hair.
We do.
We all love that. We all want that when we, go to the salon or when we're investing in products or anything like that. We're all striving for the same thing. So This is going to get you there.
That's right.
That's what this is going to do.
That's right.
So
wow, Amanda, a Zuvi takeover day was so much fun. We did
it was
so
so much fun.
Yeah.
We did demos. We went over the technology behind it, which is so innovative and so amazing. We went over the history of the hairdryer, how much, where we came from and where we are now, what brought us to the Zuvi Halo. We did 2 demos, which was cool.
I know.
I got a little demo.
You did.
I love it.
Me too.
I feel like this entire time I've just been playing with my hair because it's so soft.
I know.
It feels so nice.
We need to go somewhere after this. Like, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty.
Right?
Okay.
Let's do it.
We're going to go.
My shiny hair. My shiny hair. But thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. I'm glad you tuned in for our Zuvi takeover today. And we are here at our b8ta shop studio here in Palo Alto, California.
Yeah.
And we will see you next time. Bye.